Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Kill, man. Probably presents another episode. You know what it is. Comic Book Talk with Friends on a Monday. I'm your host, Leo Rockwell, for the 1-6 Kill, man, YouTube channel. Man, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you are always up to date as to what we got going on over here on the channel, man. Thank you guys for being here. It is, you know what it is, man. This is My Bad Monday. Soon to be Trash Monday. You're gonna find a reason to say it. Also, you already know that you know what it is, man.
Oh, you're gonna hear it.
If a topic comes up or if anything is said on the panel that is suspect, and you're like, wait a minute, what? You already know what to say.
Pause whiz. Pause whiz.
That's the new term. Pause whiz.
That's
You already know how it is, man. But definitely thank you guys for being here. Got the panel here, man. What's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing?
Cooling.
Yeah, chilling,
good, man. Good.
Chilling.
It's a good Monday when you got a figure that looks even better than the Hot Toys figure. So it's a good Monday when you have a suit already that looks better than the one in the movie theater. I mean, it's a great Monday because that shit is ass. This is like absolute trash, and this is a good Monday. I'm sorry. I had to show that real quick. It's real quick. Even Corn Sweat was like, trash.
Alcatraz.
I love it.
Anyway, man, thank y'all for being here, man. Jay, you what's going on with you? You good, man? You good?
Yeah, man. Want to come in here for a few to holler at y'all before I get some rest for the road later. But
when you hitting up?
Yeah, what time you hitting up?
Like 3 a.m.
Where you gotta go?
Where
you gotta go?
Jersey.
Are you driving to Jersey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah. At least
and what's the ride from Florida? What's the hours?
Where I'm at is 13. Where I'm at,
13
hours. Yeah. 13
where I
hours.
used to live used to be 19. You're like, shit. I'm so happy.
So this ain't nothing.
So it'll be good.
You get up at 3 o'clock. You leaving around 3?
Yeah. The car packed.
Oh, car's in the
car.
Was that your daughter in the background, man?
Yeah, with her tall self.
Word. Word. Tell her we said hi. Uncle
sure will.
Said hi, man. But yeah, man, definitely thank you for being here, brother, as always. Vinnie, what's going on with you, bro?
Chilling, man. Had a fun weekend. Got to did a whole bunch of prep work for this upcoming week, so that way I could be done and off everybody's property for 4th of July. So I'm hoping to have a 3-day weekend this weekend. So I did a lot of prep work on Saturday, and then Sunday I just was caught up. So I just caught up on some reading and got some sun a little bit and just relaxed a little bit and just got ready for a huge job that I had today. So that one's in the rear view. So I'm excited.
I was about to say this on the weekend, just dropping masterpieces, bro.
And then I was also working on this weekend with what free time I had. I went back and forth for this a few days, just working on this. This is a watercolor and a little bit of Kobik's homage to Smoking and Annie from Sinners. I love the film, and I've been meaning to do a piece based on the film since it dropped. I couldn't wait to do something, and finally got some time, made some time for it, and paid a homage to some of the photos that they had for promotion for this. And this was something I was like really proud of. It took a lot of time, a lot of hours on this, but I like the way it came out. And I'll have whatchamacallit, prints of this on the site soon, but the original is outing. So if you want something similar, commissions are open, but this one's gone. But prints will be available though, and I might do Stack and Mary. We'll see. Probably not the drool scene though.
I hate that scene, bro. You let Wiz get a cut of that film. That's gone.
Man,
we'll let gone. You know that's gone. If I get a cut of it, it's gone.
You're gonna have to argue with Kugler, bro. You're gonna have to
argue. I do a lot of watercolor, but not that water.
Yeah, can't do that. Can't do that.
Yeah. We'll keep it family friendly.
Yuck.
Yo.
Painted Johnny though. Yeah, man.
Over the weekend, Vinnie had an epiphany, bro.
What happened?
He did. He had an epiphany. So it wasn't something where he just did this, bro. He said, you know what? Friday night, I ain't got nothing else to do. Let me just go to the club real quick.
Mm.
You know, he went in, spotlights on him. You heard those.
Artist.
Ladies and gentlemen.
In a Love Jones club.
Vincent Dunn art. He was like, blank canvases, ink for pictures. I composed this piece of art for all the bitches.
That's it.
Bro.
That's it. That's it.
Yo, son.
With the beret on though. Had the beret
I was about,
on.
hey, I just
Beret.
watched the Last Crusade this weekend. I thought about
Oh
Vinnie.
my
You gotta
God,
rock
dog.
the
I
the
love
logo,
that
you
movie.
see that
dog.
tapestries, you gotta wear that.
Tapestries.
Beret all day, drumming like one of your French bitches. I appreciate the love. Yeah, this one was fun. I'm happy with how it turned out. I'm humbled and honored by all the love it's been getting. So appreciate y'all.
Beautiful piece, man.
Thank you.
All the love that I consume. Some of y'all's bitches might be in my room.
He's rhyming, son. He's rhyming, son.
Wow, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
They know if they got nothing on y'all snaps. I'll tell you that.
That's it. Them snaps is hit. Them snaps hit.
Snap City.
That's fucked up. Snap
They
City,
hit.
bro.
That's
You already
it.
know. Snap City, bro. Yo, what's going what's going on, Prop? How you doing, man?
Oh man, living life, bro. Just doing tons and tons of box openings. So if y'all see me, I usually try to change the shirt to make it look like it's different days.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to tell the whole world the secret. I do tons of box openings in one day. So,
And the music, dog. Don't forget. I just saw the award.
Look at this bad boy I just got in the mail, dog. This big-headed pause with.
What the hell?
Damn.
See, McFarlane does all right every now and then, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You got
This
that from
was
McFarlane?
cheaper
So
than
who
Spawn.
was that? That's supposed to be Kristen Bell?
This is Christian Bell joint. Yeah. I got
Motherfucker head is big.
Yeah, it's big, bro. It's big. But put it on the show.
I like that. That's raw. That's from Batman Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight. Yeah. But I got the Keaton. The Keaton one is better to me. I got Keaton too.
Than that one.
Yeah.
I like that.
They like $150, $160.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Not bad at all, bro.
That ain't bad. I was about to ask you. All right, that ain't bad. That's good.
It wasn't Spawn prices. See, I told y'all. I think the Spawn thing was the signature.
Hey, yo, so
nah, bro, nah, don't do it.
check this out.
Ain't no excuse for that though.
Signature, dog. It was a signature.
Ain't no excuse.
You said the statue can fit in the cow. That's fucked up.
Yeah, come on. You said that statue came from Toys R Us, though. He just signed it. That's a Toys R Us special.
No, listen, prop. It's gonna take you some time to wipe the stain of that statue from the minds of individuals who saw it the first time you introduced it. It's gonna take a while, bro.
It's a Spawn statue.
Four.
It's gotta count for
bro. But so, here's the thing, bro. Even when you pointing at it, I still can't see it.
$400.
You gotta hold it. Bro,
if I bought a figure that small for $400, my wife would kill me, dog. $400.
Here's the fucked up part.
Make it
Pop
make sense.
has so much dope shit.
So much.
And he's like, y'all, I got so much cool shit. Why y'all gotta keep bringing up Spawn, man? Y'all fucked up.
He got it right over his shoulder. Every night.
Y'all notice
we see it.
I moved to a room where you can see more stuff, man. Look at that live. Look at that life size.
Fire, yo.
Cool back there, bro. Come on, son.
This dude, bro.
Yeah, you got some.
Put that Spawn somewhere else, dog. Put it back in the box.
This is the secondary. This is where I'm bragging. This is the secondary room. You notice there ain't no glass. These are the figures I don't care about. They didn't even make it.
But you know what though?
They didn't even make it to the showroom.
Sometimes you gotta lean into a prop. You need to go to a room with just the Spawn figure with the spotlight.
By itself. Play that. What's that music from the at the end of Incredible Hulk show? That lonely.
Oh no, not the lonely train.
Yeah, he didn't say that,
bro. This is what you do. This is what you do, bro. Listen. This is what you do, bro.
That beat from the end of Carol Burnett.
Leave the Spawn where it's at, right? Leave her where it's at. Go to Michael's. And get you one of them big ass magnifying glasses and just put that shit right behind you. You know what I mean?
Yo, we just for the show.
Just so we can look at this shit.
But you know what? Jay is gonna hate it though. Because that's going to remind him of the Superman screaming. What if the I'm gonna have the magnifying glasses that stack on each other?
Nah. Yeah, I don't want to see that no more. No.
You see, I tried to change the subject.
Hey, yo, so
Let's get cheated.
Just have it sitting right in front of. Just have it sitting right in front of that Honey I Shrunk the Kids poster with Rick Moranis with the magnifying glass.
No, honey, that's not a joke, man.
Look at Michael Joyce. He said you can't put a price on Spawn, but I mean, I guess technically you can.
McFarlane put a price on it. McFarlane put a price on it for sure.
Put a price on it. Yeah.
$400 for a small figure, bro. Like, no.
Joking, Native man. Don't listen to him. Where's that Spawn is dope. Man, see I knew my man.
And McFarlane exactly
what you're talking about, bro.
Listen.
You know what you're talking about.
Hold up. But Doc. The one he made
be like this. Don't let him get into your head, man.
Hold on, Doc. The one he made, Doc, is shitting on the McFarlane Spawn.
Yeah.
The one he made.
The price.
Where is it?
Where is it? McFarlane Spawn, the one that he bought. That price was in the remember the 4 numbers that used to come up with when the series just started with the glowing numbers, and it just got, but instead of going down, it go up.
Over the top.
Bruh, prop. It's okay.
Y'all gonna have me talking to the statue. I almost tired. I feel like I gotta start talking to him. Don't listen to him, man.
Make it feel better, bro. Cause that
it's okay, prop.
It'll be
the one you made is better, dog. Yeah. Trust.
It's gonna be all right, prop. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be all right, bro. Don't even worry about it.
That money's gone, bro. I'm on Ghostbusters money now.
Hey, yo, check it out, though.
All my money now.
We're going to have a special guest. Not this coming Monday, but the following Monday. We're going to have a special guest.
Oh, man.
Calvin's going to be on the panel.
A word?
Oh.
Is he going to be driving? Because I'll be nervous when he's driving.
I hope I'm back in time.
Calvin's going to be on the panel.
I hope I'm back in time.
But he's on the panel for a specific reason. He volunteered his services that Monday. He wants to be here after Superman, just to see your reaction, bro.
I knew it, yo.
That's why he was yeah, he wants to be here.
Jay, everybody wants, man.
Hear what you say, bro. Yo, Monday is gonna be the most anticipated show ever. Monday is gonna be the most, because everybody is waiting to hear what you gotta say, bro.
Jay, Braden asks me every day to make sure you haven't changed your mind about seeing it. Like, yo, he ain't changed his mind yet. I was like, nah, he said he bought the tickets, man. He got tickets.
Nephew, know I'm passionate, but I just me and my cousin were talking about this yesterday, and we were both saying, bro, I hope that it doesn't do as well as it's supposed to, because I don't want this to be the pinnacle for Superman. A weaker version is the pinnacle.
Right.
I don't want that. I don't want that, bro. Like,
I told you.
But then you remember you were saying like, oh well, he's like the cartoon version. Right. I love the cartoon too. Right.
Yeah.
But I got tired of seeing him get hit by regular dudes and falling down. Like Batman flipped him around.
He ain't gonna be that weak though.
Like, come on, bro.
He ain't gonna be. Hey, man, I know you ain't bringing. That was a dope scene when Batman flipped.
It was a dope scene. He caught him off guard. But I'm just saying that for example, bro. Like, bro.
You know what? I stand by it. I really don't, and I could be wrong. I don't think he's gonna be that weak, bro. I think there's gonna be a reason.
So let me ask you a question.
Because everything we've seen look like it's from the same 2 scenes, man. It looked like it's the same, if not the same battle, the same 2 battles, yo.
Let me ask you
a 2-hour something movie.
So right now, Cyclops can handle heat vision more than Superman.
Let me ask you a question.
Right.
So let me ask you a question though. So what if? Jay, I'm gonna ask this. I want you to answer the question. So, what if they explain it? If they explain it well, why he's the way he is. If there's a reason, will you accept it? If there is a clear cut, it
gotta make sense, bro. It gotta make sense,
and that's what I'm saying. If it makes sense, will you accept it?
Maybe I don't know. I don't know, because I had a love hate for the Superman cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that he getting smacked around by robots and machines and shit, and
bro.
regular dudes with a little power is punching him, he falling down. Like
Superman
come on,
2,
bro.
old girl literally said out Superman and then threw a manhole cover at him. It had my boy fly. I mean, Superman got beat up before.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but she was a almost same level
superpower.
Kryptonian.
You know what I mean? So if
humans
something is getting thrown at him, is he going to feel the force from her because he's a Kryptonian? You know what I mean? And we all know Ultraman is probably it's either going to be Hell or it's going to be Ultraman, and they got to explain that. How the hell is Ultraman in this fucking dimension?
Right.
It makes no sense. So
but they introduced.
I don't know,
we know that there's going to be dimensional stuff because of the what's it, Peacemaker?
Because of Peacemaker.
Yeah. He said that room in Peacemaker was a dimensional, and he said that is going to be explained in Superman, meaning they're going to show it.
I hate even being connected to that idiot, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't think that don't necessarily mean they're going to show it.
Yeah,
but
I don't even
dude, I feel you, man. My concern, if you know what, it's just weird. I think we just took two different things from the but there was one of the trailers I didn't like. There was one of the trailers I didn't like.
I pulled a Vinnie.
I like the last couple.
I'm proud of myself, dog. I pulled a Vinnie,
which is good because they are showing
months. I looked at no trailers, dog. None.
They are wilding out right now with the trailers.
That's
I'm not
crazy.
gonna lie. I think I watched my last one yesterday, and it was a lot. Like they've been showing little clips of scenes.
That's crazy, bro.
And then they'll a week later they'll show the entire. Like I saw something yesterday.
I get pissed off by seeing stills. Like every still I see this motherfucker. This dude,
because you get beat up.
He's always
know that's a trick, bro. That's
the heat vision. He got like two red eyes. Like, come on, bro. Like, my Superman's weaker and all this.
Kryptonite does some things to you, bro.
Bro, not to be a downer.
Speaking from someone who's powered by the yellow sun, I'm just letting you know Kryptonite does some work on you, son.
Solar power.
Does some work. You was talking about my microphone, Pete. Yeah, man. That's.
I got you.
Yellow sun. I don't know if that played. I actually wrote that down. That might not have came off the way I wanted it.
Not to be a downer, but there was just a sad announcement. I just want to throw it out there real quick, Leo. We probably got to talk about this young man, not so young anymore. Jim Shooter just passed.
Yeah, bro.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
I put it up on the thumbnail. We're gonna talk about that tonight.
On the thumbnail, I missed it. My bad.
Yeah, I replaced it on the thumbnail. We're gonna talk about that because I was gonna talk about Wonder Man, but we're gonna talk about. I wanted to dedicate a segment to Jim Shooter.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Wow,
yeah, so we're gonna definitely talk about that. That's why I put it up. I made sure.
Rest in peace,
before we did it. Yeah. I put it.
Yeah.
See.
All right. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we definitely gonna talk about it, bro. He lost his battle with cancer, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
70 years old.
70.
Yeah.
Fucking cancer is such bullshit. Fucking shitty disease.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What's going on?
If we're gonna get into
that,
you
making me nervous, man. What's going on?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
I think somebody upstairs is either taking a shower and the water. I'm just making sure there's no leakage down here, bro.
Oh.
Yo, you living my life, man. Yeah, that's me.
I'm looking
I got one leak
yeah.
like years ago. So every time I hear water now, it's like, yo.
You get nervous. Yeah.
Because I got to make sure, bro. Like
you got a lot of electric down there. You got to make sure that junk is straight, bro.
Can y'all hear it?
Yeah,
I hear something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I'm just hoping. I'm gonna check it out because I think they're up there taking a shower. But
all right.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. There's no water because I'm not seeing anything actually leaking anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why it sounds like it's close is because of the mic and it's going through here.
Right. Yeah. So I heard it. Like, what is that? All right.
See, now it stopped.
So they done.
Yeah, it stopped.
They done.
Got done. Yeah,
they done.
Yeah, but definitely we're gonna talk about that and a host of other different things, man. So definitely thank y'all for being here. Again, bro. Like, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I can't wait the next Tuesday, bro.
Ren
I
said
think
he upstairs.
I can't wait. I can't wait to basically see the movie. I think it's going to be good. I honestly believe it's going to be good. I think it is, bro. I'm going into it with that level of optimism because I think it's going to be good.
But Jay might still. You might still be. So, is there any chance? Because I think there's something that you've already seen that might, like your opinion of the suit design. I can't see that changing.
Trash.
Unless it just looks more cinematic. You know what I mean? But what if the movie is good?
Yo, my man's suit, the collar on the suit is like this.
Yeah, so was the Batman.
Right,
Batman is a dope movie.
He looking around, but my
Now,
man's suit
if y'all
like
coming
this,
on here dissing the Batman, I'm wilding out, man. I'm gonna turn into a toxic fan on air. I'm talking about the Batman.
Listen,
he had a collar.
I like the Batman too. But even his collar was like this. Like, bro, your neck so down. What the hell, bro?
Wait to see.
So,
And that's the example.
We gotta wait. We'll wait and see it. We'll wait and see it. We just gotta kind of wait and see it, and then we'll hold all the conversations about this movie to the following Monday. Let's wait and see it.
We usually do 30 minutes on Superman. You want to do 30 minutes on Superman?
We ain't doing no 30 minutes.
I don't want to hear it. No. I got to talk about IronHeart because he get on my nerves. That's about
because I definitely Anyway, because that's definitely going to be an interesting conversation.
I agree.
Because mainly what I saw,
bro, I posted
you can't.
Page, dog.
So here's the thing, bro.
Yeah.
The reason why I say this, and I will talk about it in just a few moments, but you hear people always saying, and it's become a common trend for people to say, "Oh, black folks, all they do is pull the race card," right? But then you actually give us reasons to do so.
Exactly.
And that whole episode that I basically saw from those content creators, and here, let me ask you a question.
The ones I posted, right?
And I'm gonna openly say this.
Yeah.
Was one of those cats that was on that panel Geeks and Gamers? Because I think he was. I think one of them was. I don't know who it was, but I think one of them was. Because it looked like it. And he's known for that, bro. And what they were saying, bro, like the stuff, Vinnie, you haven't seen that video.
The whole stepdad bullshit.
Bro,
you know what's a black movie, a black show.
Bro, it was crazy. The shit that they were saying.
The Jarvis name.
From a content
Jarvis black
aspect of it, that shit was in fucking sane, bro. That shit was in fucking sane. But we're going to talk about just a couple more things here before we get in there. Props.
Yo, Prop is
he's draw, bro. He's crazy. Yeah. We're going to talk about this in just a few moments, man, because there's a lot going on.
Yo, Paul's Wiz on Prop Wiz is
Paul's Wiz on Prop
dude,
bro.
Yo.
Renz even said Buff Wiz. Buff Wiz.
Yeah, boy.
Buff Wiz.
Hey, y'all worried about the buffness. I'm looking at
Swole Wiz.
Your beardlessness. That's what y'all
look at Mike. He said, happy my wife ain't watching.
You know what? Those abs
Wiz look like without the beard, bro. It just
Roy
everything
Wiz.
you know what? The abs still realer than Drake tab.
That's it.
Really?
That's it.
Listen, bro. This is what happens when I shave, bro.
My man really got BB abs.
Bro.
BB abs.
It's Atlanta, dog.
BB abs.
Do all kinds of craziness.
Of all the bars, I thought that was the one most likely to be made up. My man really has a plastic surgery abs. Yo, I've never seen no shit like that. It's fucking hilarious. And everything that's regular, but abs, just Mr. Universe. It's fucking hilarious.
Who you talking about? You talking about
Drake.
Oh, Drake. Yeah, I saw that shit.
You see Drake?
Oh, that was Drake.
Fucking hilarious.
That
He
shit
does
was
have fake abs for real?
Yeah, yo, you gotta check it. He posted a picture on his IG, and the whole world was lighting him up because his whole body looks regular, and then he got a six pack. It's fucking hilarious. You gotta look at it. You can tell.
Yeah, it's insane.
That $1.99 special.
It's insane. Anyway, before we actually go in, of course, we go talk about the places where we get these figures from, man. As always, we do this each and every week, where we get these collectibles from. Starting off with my man, Bray over there at Hawkwood's Toys. We talk about Hawkwood's Way. If you're looking for the latest and greatest, hit him up. No NRD, shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter so you're always up to date as to when a figure of choice is arriving or a new figure is being revealed. Create yourself an account because you never know when there might be free shipping on the figure of choice. On top of that, a discount code on the figure that you're looking for. So definitely hit him up. He'll take care of you, make sure that you have everything to proceed as always, man, as always he does. Also, we want to give a shout out to our guy Ray over there at Hawkwood's Toys. Again, making sure that you have a complete experience. You get the figure, comic book, stickers. We call him Cool Water Ray. Proud sponsor of everything we got going over there at the Figureplex Friday Facebook group. Hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you as he always does. Always. Also, we got to give a shout out to our guy Jacob over there, Comic Relief Comic Collectibles. It's not just about the 1/6 scale, 1/12 scale, quarter scale statues, anything that you're looking for, premium options as well. He also makes sure that you have the source material to stand behind it. So again, get those comics. Hit him up. Physical media is always on point. Tell him I sent you. He'll take care of you. Also, we got to give a shout out to our guy Brian Wong over there at Module Case Module Space, making sure that you have everything that you need and display options from monos to different display cases, anything you're looking for. He'll definitely make sure you have what you need. You tell him I sent you, and he'll definitely take care of you as always. Also, we got to give a shout out to our girl, Tina Cruz, El Diluvio over there. Because I'm saying it, she's always making sure that she's taking care of everybody out there in the community, making sure that you have a complete experience when it comes to collecting amazing pieces, as far as taking your figures from here to here with her amazing lace fronts. Making sure that she gives you everything that you need, and the making sure she gives you the rooting experience. So again, if you're looking for it, now she has a list, and she'll put your name on that list. You just hit her up, and she'll definitely take care of you as always. And also, got to give a shout out to Vincent Dunn Art. If you're looking for some pieces, man, if you're looking for some amazing commission work, hit him up. Definitely take care of you. Vinny, what you got going on over here, bro?
Just make it quick. Regular prints, buy 2 get 1 free at all times. Plenty of categories on there. You can search by category. You can even search by originals or canvas prints, whatever you want. Lots of options on the site. Don't see what you want, hit me up. Commission's open. Check out the link at Vince Dunn Art. My IG has a link to my store and store right there. Make it easy, one click. Appreciate the love. And Center should be up on the site hopefully next weekend. And then stay tuned, because there's lots more coming. I'm sure I'll be doing something for Superman, and I'm sure I'll be doing some Fantastic Four stuff soon. And I'll probably be doing some other random stuff that'll be on the site soon. So stay tuned.
As always, man, appreciate it. Remember, go to his Instagram page. The link to his store is definitely right there, man. So hit you up. Let's say what up to the chat out there, man. We got my man Renz Talentino. He says Sinner's Peace. Yeah, bro, you already know we need that. Ghetto Yoda's in the building. Heard you can even search by 18 plus.
Vince Dunn Art, late night.
Yeah. Thank you for being here, man. We got Charlie Unicorn in the building. Next Hulk Wiz.
Next Hulk Wiz.
We Mike in the building. Thank you for being here. Malika Mabane, WRNR, Real Negro Radio in the building. We got Riz Talentino in the building. Thank you for being here. Docinator, the Booty Kings in the building. Thank you for being here, man. As always, Charlie the Unicorn. Mark P is in the building with us as always, man. We got Chuck G is definitely in the building with us, man. As always, who else have we got in here with us? Man, we got Amber May is in the building. Thank you for being here. As always, we definitely appreciate it. Low Key is in the building, man. Thank you for being here, brother. As always, Calvin. We got assistant to the regional Sith in the building. Thank you for being there as well. Definitely thank you for being here with us. Who else have we got in the building with us, man? I think we've covered just about everybody. Oh, whoa, we got Brandon Sal in the building. Thank you for being here, Brandon, as always. Oh, Skywalker Roach with a jacket is in the building with us. Thank you for being here. Cornelius is in the building. Thank you for being here with us, man. Fig Posers in the building. Thank you for being here with us. And Justin McFly is definitely in the building, man. Thank you for being here with us as always, man. Yeah, I want to talk about this before we talk about, just today's festivities. We did get this the other day, so it is official. The scripts for the Batman 2 is out. I mean, has been done. And yeah, I guess this answers all the naysayers and the questions, and even You know, again, we didn't know whether or not this was going to be something that was out there, but now we have a script for it. It's just a matter of time when we, start going into or getting like this announcements about when it's going to go in production, when the expected release date is for it. But at least right now, like I said, the script is there. We have the script. Vinny, what you think about this, man? You excited about this? You know what I mean? Did you enjoy the first film, and how do you think it's going to translate into the second one?
All right, I'll go one by one on that. I am not necessarily. I'm not excited about it because I still have reservations about whether or not the Batman 2 will get made, and I just feel like the success of Superman kind of it goes hand in hand with how this film will do. However, if it does, it's not a runaway smash hit. I do think that we will get the Batman 2. In that case, to answer your second question, I liked the Batman when I seen it in theaters, and there were parts that I loved, and I think over time I've grown to just love it straight up. I felt initially that it was too long when I first watched it, and if it lost like a half hour, it'd be great. And then when I rewatched it, I still felt that way. And then I watched it last year after the Penguin, and kind of looked at it with fresh eyes, and I really, really enjoyed it more than I did the previous couple times I had watched it.
Mhm.
I don't necessarily think that's a great thing to have to watch it a few times in order for it to grow on me that well. So I hope that the script, or the film, I should say, is a little tighter with a little less fat, a little less exhibition. But I feel like that's absolutely doable. And the elements of the film that made it so great are key and core of what they're trying to do with the character of the detective aspects of it, and the mood and the tone, the narration. Those all seem like key elements that I don't feel will go away. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to see the what Reeves will do within the parameters of his grounded universe that he's working with. So, but I'm also nervous because I want to see a lot of fantastical stuff with the Batman as well, and I feel like we're, as much as I'm giving Gunn shit about, it's not my Batman, so I'm gonna fuck it over to do Brave and Bold. There is some issues with running two different Batman franchises in the same time frame when it comes to, when it comes to decisions based on what they'll do.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
If for instance, if Gunn wants to do Damien or Robin in general, like, will they nix that with Reeves? Or if he wants to do Freeze, will Reeves be like, they have to pick and choose? Like, they're not going to both use the same characters. You know what I mean? Like, even the X-Men movies coming out, they're going to like say, oh, we already did the Phoenix Saga, like, can't do that. Like, so that's movies that are, years and years removed. So I feel like there's going to be some kind of custody battle over who gets to use what characters at what time. When you got two different, Batman franchises going on at the same time, there's only going to be so much stuff that both are going to get to use. So in that aspect, that's a little concerning. However, I really like Reeves' style and his vision, and I feel like had the first film been tightened up a little bit, it would have been, even better than it was. And I'm excited to see them finally get back to it. I hope that Gunn doesn't, pull the carpet out from under it, and they get to do it. But I think the beauty is, it's not Gunn's call. I think it's a WB call. And unless Superman and the whole DCU was absolutely on fire, I don't think that has the power to shut down the Reevesverse, because it's a hell of a safety net for Warner Brothers. So I think that stays.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see what's going on with it. If I'm 100% wrong about everything I feel about Gunn's, power over this film, then it's maybe just a good thing that they let Reeves take the time he needed to take. Whereas if this was a Marvel film, they would have been like, I don't care, get that shit done tomorrow. And we would have seen it 3 years ago, because everything there is super time sensitive. So
Yeah.
I like that he had the freedom to be ready when he was ready. It's very unfortunate that it was 5-6 years later.
Mhm.
So but hopefully we get a great second film, and that improves on everything that was great about the first and tightens up some of the issues that the first had. Because the Batman, like, it was a very, very blood film that I think it's only been growing in popularity since this came out, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing, bro. Like again, I enjoyed the first film, and I was going in very apprehensive in the first from the jump. Just when we saw it, I didn't know how good it could actually be. It turned out to be really good. From my opinion. But I'm not worried about the second one. I just hope that he wasn't hampered by the conversation. What I mean by that is because it was an ongoing conversation through social media about when the script was going to get done. People were like, it's been this many years, whatever. I hope he wasn't rushing and that this is the result of him rushing to get this done just to appease. I hope he took his time and did exactly what he needed to do to give us this script. You know what I mean? I'm just hoping. I'm just very hopeful that it didn't come out that way. You know what I mean? So, Prop, what you think about this, bro?
Bro, we spoke on it on air this weekend, man. Michael Keaton, 89 Batman is my Batman. If we're doing that kind of thing, Keaton is my Batman. But I think The Dark Knight is one of the greatest, not one of the greatest superhero movies. I think it was one of the greatest movies ever made. With that being, for some reason, for me, The Batman spoke to me directly, though. Like, it was the perfect movie for me because, one, I grew up on Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, that time period of films where you had this music, very, very beautiful music. Of course, famously, Busta Rhymes used the Dracula sample, you know what I mean, for a song, Psycho, even, Hitchcock. Dude, the music alone, because I'm even listening to Vinnie, like the parts you would cut out, some of the parts that were slow didn't exist to me because the artistry of the movie is starting with the music. People complain about the volume taking you out. Quantum, with the Ant-Man, the third Ant-Man movie, the volume ruined it. There was parts of Loki people felt like was ruined because of the volume, and the Batman was just gorgeous, dog. The sunrises, the love scene, man. My daughter makes fun of me because my favorite scene is when Catwoman isn't even one of the action scenes. It's just watching their love story, mainly because of the music. It was beautifully shot. You know what I'm saying? And even though, again, The Dark Knight is just The Dark Knight is Heat to me. It's just as good as Heat, and Heat is one of the best movies ever made, in my opinion. But this movie speak to me, man.
The Batman got to keep the narration, bro. That the narration felt like you were reading Frank Miller's Year One. Like you felt like you were reading a comic.
Exactly. The beauty with and even to touch on when you say the two different Batmans, to me that's a commercial statement, right? Because us as comic book fans, we're used to picking up Batman versus Dracula or Batman versus Predator, even while still having detective comics going on and still reading Batman and might have a slightly different story. Right. That's what I was saying.
I'm worried about the way that they approach trying to do both.
Right, I agree.
Because,
I think Matt.
Because when
I
it
think
comes
Matt
to
Reeves is free from it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because when it comes to comics, they don't really worry about Wolverine's in this one, we can't put him in that one. They just do whatever works for the story. But when it comes to putting out something for the masses, they might overthink how to do two at the same time in a way that hurts them.
Right. I think James Gunn is the only one, because Matt Reeves, all he has to focus on is his project. And I feel like he's proven that, especially seeing him come in, because people forget, people give him props for the Apes trilogy, but you got to remember he came in for those second movies, man, and kind of made it his own. He did it with the Batman dude. I think even him taking his time to you crediting the studio, which I credit him for giving him the time, but I also do credit him in terms of the question of whether it's rushed or not. Nah, I think he took his time. You know what I'm saying? I think he took his time as well. So, dude, I'm expecting now. With that being said, I do have fears because you don't know a lot. Like we didn't know a lot about the Batman, to be honest with you. We got a lot of imagery. We had an idea that Riddler was in it. You know what I mean? We were given these pieces, but the Batman was one of those ones. If you watched the trailer, you really didn't know what that movie was about. When you actually watched the movie, the trailers never really revealed what the movie was about. You know what I'm saying? So I have that feeling here where my nervousness is just based off the fact that we don't know what I'm excited. It's an excited nervousness of not knowing what this movie is going to be.
Bro,
but I agree with you, Vinny, too, though. I am nervous. I said that the other day, too. I'm nervous. Everybody's getting excited because the script is turned in. I don't think that means I still need to hear that it's going to be that filming started. I need that. Yo, I'm still kind of because James Gunn haven't even read the script.
They still got their hand on the pull the plug or turn it on.
Right.
I don't think that this means done deal.
Right.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Static Shock got pulled too.
What'd you say?
Was that
Static Shock got pulled too?
Oh, did it?
Before they get ready to do it, yeah. That's supposed to be Michael B. Jordan. I think it's supposed to be Static Shock.
Before the
yeah, but here's the thing.
Too.
But you know what? This is the one thing that I found out about though,
and
I believe it, and I actually believe it that. And what he came out and said a couple weeks ago was like, and not because, like I said, I don't want to go down because I want to kind of get through this as quickly as possible. But there are a lot of things that were actually changed, within the DCU, from Warner Brothers before Gunn even hit the bill, before he basically even got hired on. Because even with Henry Cavill, WB fired him before Gunn came on board. They're the ones who let him go, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking, you know what I mean?
And he knew he was going to pick up. If you listen to his interviews, even during that time, he knew he was going to pick up the slack for that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? In this universe, they were going to blame him, even with us knowing that he shouldn't have took the job then. You know what I'm saying? Him taking the job solidified the fact that they, you know what I'm saying? So he's in a tough situation any way you flip.
Either way, he's in a tough situation. Here's the thing, though, because this particular one, Jason, I want to go to you in a second, bro. But here's the thing, bro. Like, again, we're talking about a film, a beloved film. Then they know that they have potentially, they're sitting the driver's seat potentially to make more money than the last one made because it was received well. Now they have the confidence of the masses. It would be a fool if they'd be a fool. And I think WB would step in if there was ever a choice or even a thought to pull this film. I don't think that would ever happen. My worry is if they're rushing it. I don't want them to rush this shit. Don't do it just because we or other people may want it. Man, fuck that. Take your time. Take your time. The script's done. Get this shit right. I don't look. Even if you say we got to rewrite some shit, do that shit. Don't rush it. I'm just saying, don't. Jay, what you think about this, bro?
I don't know how to feel about it because I don't know if they're going to actually make it. I mean, I'm glad the script is done. It's good to see the paper, but it depends on how. I hate to say it. This damn Superman movie goes. It depends. Now I got blessed to see the first one early. Remember, I told y'all I had it early. Yeah, I got to see it early because I got a little family that worked for the studio. I'm not gonna say, but I'm just saying I got to see it early, and they've been asking about, do you want to see? I said, hell no, I want to see that shit early. But, it is what it is. But I enjoyed the first one for what it was. The Riddler got on my nerves after a while. Like, oh my god, this guy would shut the fuck up.
That was the worst part to me.
Oh my god,
not the Riddler, but Edward Nigma, like his shit.
Yeah, his version of it.
Wheeling and all that.
Oh my god. Oh, shut the
It was the prison scene for me that was like, I'm good.
Over the top. I mean? Over the top.
It was too much.
It was just a prison scene. But I mean, they could have did without it, bro. They could have did without all that.
Him as Batman was believable. I thought that, for a long time I couldn't get out of my head of him being that damn vampire shit. Just I couldn't get out of my head for nothing.
But he got range, bro. Robert Pattinson.
I give it to him. I ain't nobody can sing either. But
Because I watched
Yeah,
that. Even I watched the Mickey 17, bro. Even though
Mickey
the film was a
17
bit
is cool.
weird,
Dude, it was good. Yeah.
I have to watch it.
His
I have to
range
watch
in that film was fucking incredible, bro.
I have to watch
It was. So yeah,
but Batman, like he did good. I think he was a good Batman. But
yeah,
again, Keaton is like number one for me, and Ben Affleck is definitely like up there with Keaton, and then for me the third one is Dark Knight. But I mean, you know, Pattinson is good. He's a good Batman.
Yeah.
I hope they recap. I hope they do something different with Joker, and he's not canon, so they could.
I didn't like the. You talking about with this? I don't like the scarred up Joker like that.
Too much.
Yeah.
I don't need him to be handsome. Like I know we're probably not going to get like the Prince Joker, which we still haven't got yet. But Joker can't look like Elephant Man either, man. Like that's ridiculous.
He was hard to look at to me.
I hope they divert.
Like it was like that nasty looking. Yeah,
you need somebody who can still like communicate and talk to people without looking like
yeah.
I have a feeling I'm hoping Joker isn't a big part of the movies because the people are saying
I hope he's not in it.
It's the role, right? Or just the look, like how he was in that movie. I thought was,
bro.
Because they didn't show him, right? They just heard him. Heard him in the movie.
No. You
saw the behind the scene. They showed him. I thought it was the behind the
they showed it as a deleted scene after the fact.
Yeah, they never showed him inside the movie.
Yeah.
So that was so which leaves it the possibility of them changing the design.
I just think he's gonna be more in part two because they ain't just introduce him for nothing.
I hope not. Because the thing is, they got so much that they can actually play with right now. They can play with the Court of Owls. They can play, bro. Even if you. Well, here's the one thing, and I thought about this yesterday. They can play with the Court of Owls, but it would be tough to do Hush. It would really be tough to do Hush yet. Not yet, because that's blending. You want to wait, but if they did the Court of Owls, because they did set that up, sort of. So
I didn't like how they tried to mix Hush and Riddler as the same person, like almost like. It was so similar to Hush. I didn't like that at all. That's my only really
can see that
turn off from the movie was him the overdoing the Riddler and that mixing of him and Hush. I didn't like that.
I feel like that's us being spoiled by Marvel too. Like for some reason, Batman never bothered me when it sways from the comic book a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they went.
So I got it because I wanted a good movie. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like those pieces for us. That what you just said was a comic book head.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I know where this came from. I wish you had kept that intact.
Yeah,
but just looking at it from a movie, and that was my enjoyment of the movie. I enjoyed it as a Batman fan because we got 85 years of Batman at that time. 85 years of Batman to put in this. So everybody's got their version. Of the campy Batman was true to the comics, just like the dark Batman. I told you the Dark Knight favorite movie. I like all the Batmans, to be honest with you. But Keaton, I love Tim Burton. The surrealism of Tim Burton and the groundedness of Nolan. I felt like the Batman was both because it was stylized. It had a groundedness to it, especially with the fights and stuff. But it still had that. It had just a little bit of stylization where it wasn't real world. So my enjoyment of that is from a movie, just even from a film, as well as a comic book.
But for a realistic sense and having that Batman Returns feel from the comics, I think Ben Affleck, like, he killed it, bro. I just think he needed more movies. We need to see him more, bro. In that first suit from BVS. We'll never see it again. But he was one of the best.
I blame them. I blame where they started him from, though. Like, I don't think his Bruce Wayne was a little, like you said, it was the Dark Knight Returns. Batman and Bruce Wayne. Mm-hmm. I would have. I think it would have been easier for some people to swallow if it was because again, that's a comic book head thing. You know what I'm saying? We know where that came from. Yeah. Everybody else loved. Now he had a dope warehouse fight scene. Everybody talks about.
That's the most epic Batman fight scene.
It's the most epic
all time.
100%. 100%. But even Ben Affleck himself said he didn't figure out Bruce Wayne until Flash, and nobody says it. I could tell he was uncomfortable with it. It was something about his Bruce Wayne that wasn't quite.
Bro, here's the thing.
He was spot on to me, bro. Like I don't know. I don't know.
It wasn't bad enough for me to argue.
That's maybe for him.
It was just something that I could tell. I like his Batman more than I like his Bruce.
Well, maybe him trying to be a perfectionist, bro. Because he's a director too. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe from that point.
If he had directed a Batman movie now,
oh my god,
that's different.
Oh my god.
That's anyway, man. Look,
yeah.
Glad that, like I said, I mean, the script is done. We just got to kind of wait and see where it's going to actually go from here. Just wait to see what the announcements are going to be. At least the script's done. We just sit back and wait. And now people don't have to worry about it anymore. This doesn't have to be a discussion. Like, just let him cook. Let them do what they need to do. Let them take their time. Don't rush this shit. Now that the script's here, just let it be, and we'll just wait and see.
Oh, I like what Prince just said.
What did he say?
He said Nolan tried too hard, and I think so too, to make it more realistic.
Look, I enjoyed Nolan's. I just didn't enjoy.
I didn't
like the voice. I didn't like the voice.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll move
he fixed the voice by the second one, did he?
We'll move on from that.
No, he didn't.
So I want to talk about this real quick and just kind of get this in here, man, because like definitely we lost a great person. We're talking about Jim Shooter, man. Like this, the news came out again, battling cancer for over a long period of time. If you have been collecting comics for years and you don't know Jim Shooter, then I question that. Yeah. Jim Shooter has been pivotal in some of the mainstream that we got. Jim Shooter behind, Secret Wars, the original Jim Shooter behind, so many like a lot of Hulk titles, Fantastic Four, Avengers titles. Jim Shooter is a pillar within the community. Mainly even some of the actual sequences that we got from the original, even Daredevil, Fantastic Four, Secret Wars, like all of these titles that we've actually gotten. Again, a lot of that is an ode to Jim Shooter. Vinnie, I know, like I said, you've gotten the news about it. It kind of here's the thing, though, bro, and this is, it's not an insensitive statement to make. The minute that they said that he was back, because they said that he was battling this shit over a year ago. Like, I mean, it was longer than that, but he was battling and shit. And I think they said at one point it went in remission. He was feeling better, but then it got worse. And that's when he was off the scene for a minute. And then the confirmation hit that, yes, he passed. You know what I mean?
Crazy, man.
Yes. And here's the thing is like a lot of stories that we have and we know today were spearheaded by the writing of Jim Shooter, bro. So come on, man. Like, come on. Vinnie, what's your thoughts behind this, bro?
I mean, this man was hired as a kid at 14 years old.
Yeah.
In 1966, he was sending submissions into DC, and they hired him to write some Superman stories at 14 years old. Like, so this is when you talk about a lifer. This is a lifer, like comics.
A lifer.
In his blood. He had, there's a lot of legacy to this man with not just his writing, which was extensive, and the things that he created, his impact on, Valiant Comics and Solar and Exo Manowar and all that.
Yeah,
but
Valiant.
He probably was just, if not more, obviously more influential as an editor. And he oversaw Marvel during some of the most iconic phases of all time. Like he oversaw Marvel during Claremont and Burns' X-Men stuff, Walt Simonson's Fantastic Four stuff, like Secret Wars, like Leo mentioned. I mean, it's Frank Miller's Daredevil run, like he's overseeing that. I mean, Simonson's Thor. I mean, look, he has been a very controversial figure in Marvel too. He had a lot of like strict rules, and it was a lot of like his way or the highway. But I think that there's a lot of people who had some issues with button heads with him, but I think there's also a lot of people that have said that like that structure, that direction is why that that era of time in Marvel was so successful, because there was a clear directive and focus, and like it or not, he led them and had clear directives of what he envisioned, and I think a lot of people worked well within those parameters and gave us some truly classic runs. I mean, the X-Men's Claremont and Byrne run, like, alone would be enough for us to spend quite a while talking about, and whoever is involved with that process, overseeing that. But Fantastic Four and Thor and Spider-Man and Avengers, so many other runs where he was influential in guiding those creator's hands and the way that he wanted those stories told. Just a legend. I mean, he was left and did a ton of stuff with Superman, DC, like I mentioned earlier, with Valiant Comics. I remember grabbing like Solar and Exo Manowar, and that was like some of the first independent comics I got, and I thought it was so cool because it was like, at the time, it was rare that like anybody but Marvel or DC had cool comics. And like Solar, I remember Solar had like 3D glasses. You could check out the cover. I remember Exo Manowar had like the foil embossed cover before it was like, it was new. It was something different. And like
giant covers too.
Yeah, man, it was so cool. I remember that all black Solar cover. I was like, I never seen nothing like that before. There were so many original and cool creative concepts with his vision. So yeah, anyway, I just seen about it when we were going on air, and I didn't really do a ton of research. So I'm going mostly off of memory and just checking some stuff out. So I'm not super prepared to talk about it, but all I know is that he was on and off again, a huge player behind the scenes of some of the most iconic Marvel and DC stories that I had growing up. And it's definitely going to be a big loss to the industry, and a lot of stories that we all know and love were given to us under the guise of Mr. Jim Shooter. So rest in peace, Jim Shooter.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, what about you, Jay?
Yeah, I remember him from Fantastic Four and Secret Wars, man. And I remember picking up those books, like, and it's being blown away by just the story and the art. And I met him twice at SuperCon, I think it was 2018, 2019. Nice dude, man. I mean, we'll talk comics all day. Don't care about the line behind you or nothing. Nice guy, man. Shooter is one of those guys.
Bro, he would ask you what you thought about a story.
Bro. I'm starting to feel bad. I got like 100 of us behind me, but we laughed about Fantastic Four and Sugar Wars. I'm like, yo. But I mean, hell of a person, man. I was blessed to meet him a couple times, yo, and I'm happy to have some of the work, bro. But I mean, I didn't know about it till before we got on. Like, that's just another good one just gone, man. This cancer shit is just diabolical, bro. Like, I hate it, bro. But one of the best. Rest in peace to him, man. And definitely made a huge impact on comics, both sides of the house, Marvel and DC. And I'm thankful to have some of his stuff. You know, like I said, if you don't know who Shooter is, wow, I'm telling you, you got to be questioned. Like, you don't know who this guy is, you need to be brought to the front of the house. For sure, bro. For sure.
You know, I met him at Supernova.
Oh yeah.
Supernova in Sydney, Australia. That's when they had Supernova at the Olympic Park. And this was back in 2010, 2009, 2010. And like you said, he'll have a conversation with you. He'll ask you, what do you think about, this particular run? And it was through him that I learned that they were actually in the process of making, the 2015 Secret Wars. And this was back in like 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
And it was through him that they were basically doing it. And, he had always said, as long as it's, it's paying, the biggest ask from him at that time was, if you're going to tell a story, make sure you tell it from your own frame and just don't take pieces from what was, because he was like, he wanted to leave that memory of what it was there and what it meant, because there was a lot of red tape to even do Secret Wars, because it came around the time as, you know, we had Secret Wars, Battle World, and all that other stuff that
Battle
was
World.
Yeah, and on top of that, it was like a lot of scrutiny, because again, those books and everything that was written around that time was to sell merchandise. So he was like, with this, you know, again, there was a lot that had actually happened around that time. But yeah, bro, he'll talk like he'll talk. But the thing is, he doesn't talk to just like, if it's a whole line of people and he'll reach and talk to everybody. A little conference, like he'll sit down and you'll talk.
Why you at the table signing?
Yeah, bro.
Right,
Why you wouldn't do that? But
So
that's just the
cool,
way it
bro.
is, bro. He was always a chill dude, down to earth, man. Shooter was always that guy, man. So yeah, definitely never be another man. What about you, Prop? Yeah, I'm sorry. What was you gonna say, Jason?
No, that other Secret Wars was 2011. That's the one with the 5 covers. With I think one was Captain America, one was a black and white Wolverine, Daredevil, Black Widow, right? I think it was the 5 covers. The 6 covers for that book. That's the new Secret Wars, right? From 2011.
Right.
Yeah. Man, those covers were dope, bro. Oh my god, my bad. I'm sorry, I went off handle on that one, but
no, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Jay, I'm sorry. Prop, what you think, bro?
Yeah, man, dude. Sad news, man. Probably got the news around the time y'all did, man. I actually Mark Wade posted. Saw a post that he posted. He actually said he was 13 years old when he broke.
Oh, he was 13.
Yeah, he was 13 years old when he broke into comics. So and broke in drawing. Wrote a story of the Legion of Superheroes, and wrote it and drew it, and that's what he was submitting.
14 blew me away. Now I hear he was 13.
That's the job, yo. And I'm sure a lot of people saying 14 too. So I don't know if that was his first comic came out or what that connection was. But
anyway, it's hard to imagine.
That's still hard to imagine a 14-year-old working at a Marvel. Like, that's crazy.
Right. And and the reason he did it at that age is because comic books touched him. So even hearing y'all passion when you guys meet him, or just reading about him, right? This was a fan of comic books. You know what I'm saying? He was great because he was a fan first. You know what I'm saying? So that's always a beautiful thing for artists. I'm sure Vinnie, all of us are artists in some shape, form, or fashion.
Stuff like that don't happen.
It's different when you got a passion.
Yeah.
Bro, speaking of artists, you know, he also was instrumental in implementing an art return program. Like, he was responsible for, I don't know if there was something that they did before him, but it wasn't going on when he got there. And he brought back giving the artists their art proofs back after they were done going to print. So like, you know how you go to an artist table and they got their original pages? They didn't always get them back. So he was responsible for them getting their art back after they were done printing the comic.
That's
and then
huge.
on top of that, he introduced creator royalties. So if it's sold a certain amount, they got bonuses. That wasn't a thing before him. So he was he went ahead, he butted head with creators, but he was a creator, friendly.
Right.
He was there. Right. He was a creator too.
That's huge, bro.
Right. Yeah, man.
That's huge. Wow.
Dude, just like any loss, man, it's sad, especially like you said when you had the cancer thing, dude. But to be able to celebrate, it's about the celebration more. You know what I mean? We can't forget that either. There's a celebration.
Celebration of his life, who he was, what he actually meant, and just how special he was. And again, listen, bro, he might have been a no nonsense. They might have called him the Joe Jackson of comics.
But he loved comics.
But he got results.
Right.
And he got results, bro.
Right.
He got results. And that's just the way it was, bro. So definitely appreciate that. Just wanted to kind of put that out there real quick. Jay, in the interest of time, man, because I know you got to leave. I want to kind of hop into this, man, because I think it's definitely worth talking about.
Let's do it.
Right now. Yes.
Yeah, bro. Like, I thought that we would. One of the biggest things that I thought that we would do is I was looking forward to having a discussion about this show today, just talking about the highlights, really discussing, everything that we got from the show, whether we liked it, whether we didn't, disliked it, where it was slow, whatever, and all that. But the problem is, bro, like, getting to that point was kind of hard. And that's because of everything that basically all the vitriol that happened last week, the
Crazy,
conversations, the content creators that were basically, creating thumbnails just to tear this shit down deliberately.
She's suing their asses too. She's suing them.
Motherfuckers review bombing and just saying nonsense, bro. Like just review bombing, which again caused Rotten Tomatoes to scrub all those earlier reviews, whether they were good or bad, and just start from scratch. And you had to basically be verified to do a review. You had to have actually seen the show to do a review. All of this shit that was not here. Here's what I'm gonna say. Like, I like the show. I did. Too. I love the show.
Me too.
Was it perfect? No.
Nah.
There were some things in there that, at the very beginning, it was a slow crawl, but I expected it to be a slow crawl in the beginning, and I like that. It was just, for me, it was the game. It was just the game that kind of took me a slight bit out of it. Just the game. Yeah. And who he's rolling with. And it's because I didn't have a personal connection with any of them. Other than his cousin. That was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, I like the sequence of the show. I had a discussion, and someone who, again, I'm not going to, but I had a discussion, and what they said was that the writing for them was terrible. They didn't like the show, and they made a reference to how she completely disrespected Tony and whatever, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, well, hold on. So we're going to get there in a second.
Okay.
It was like, well, I'm asking how does she disrespect him? By saying he wouldn't be nothing if he wasn't a billionaire? No, listen to the content.
Exactly.
What he was saying, because if you listen to that,
context.
Earlier, before she even got to that point, what she had been saying, even when you listen to the dialogue in the very beginning when she was a narrator, even what she said, and when she was talking to the dean, what she basically said was, I am here to extend Tony's legacy.
First thing she said.
That's the first thing she said, and she said it multiple times. But when she made references to saying if Tony didn't have his millions, he wouldn't be anything, what she basically meant was, and she was comparing that to who she is. Right now, she's intelligent, but she doesn't have the resources.
The funds.
So right now,
exactly,
it's no one. That's the same thing.
It's more specific. It's more specific than that.
I know, but hold on. But there was more. Basically, even what the hood said. He said, before I had this hood, I was nobody. Now that I have this hood, I'm unstoppable. This is who he is. They were making references, and that's been shown throughout the entire show. The level of diversity. So when you and now also, what was said was, when what about race? I don't want to talk about that. I'm not really there. I don't want to even get you. If you're not recognizing the race, if you're not if you're dismissive of the racial things here. Or a race or just a culture in this show, if you're dismissing that, then you're also dismissing the story, because the story is based on culture. It is very culture driven. Even what's going on in Chicago, it is culture driven. I keep forgetting the actor who played Hood. He said. And basically what he wanted to basically do was the tattoos that he had on his skin was in representation of the Latino community, was basically in Chicago, right? So there's a lot of cultural references. You can't be dismissive of that, because when you're talking about the writing was very specific when it talked about culture. And that's what it was all about. So the thing is, people are just picking it apart, trying to pick and find reasons to hate this show for no fucking reason. And it is always driven by your hate for a female in a supporting role. Most importantly, a black female
in a lead role.
In a lead role. That's the shit. That's the shit that tears me apart. I wanted to talk about the show for what it was. But all the bullshit that happens, and here's the thing, I was going to show this shit earlier, but I was like, you know what, fuck it. I don't. But there was a complete panel of, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care.
7 punks.
7 assholes.
7 of them.
Who were just completely. You talk about, look, when you sit there and say, look, you know, don't make it racial. You always pulling the race card. That panel, that complete fucking panel was the reason why we have these discussions about race. They were talking about the absentee father. They were talking about what was she naming. They were talking about all these other shit, calling her out, her name and all this, an entire fucking panel. That panel has been circulating from different motherfuckers calling them out. They've been circulating. And that was the reason why, and that is the main reason why we have these racial conversations. We're not just pulling this shit out of thin air. This shit is always fucking happening when it comes to us, a diverse cast in a fucking movie. And the only reason why you gave Black Panther a pass is because it was $1 billion film, number fucking one. It was a Marvel fucking film, and you didn't have a choice. It was a cultural phenomenon, and a lot of motherfuckers were jumping on the bandwagon around it, and they still had shit to say even then. They still have shit to say then, but it is always, and the shit that I fucking hate, it is always about us, bro. It is always us. When it comes to us, we can't be great. We have to be lesser than or a fucking supporting role, and that's the shit that pisses me the fuck off. Always happening.
Yo, get yo,
I don't like that shit, bro.
Hold up, get this pussy out the chat, bro.
Who?
This Terry Killer motherfucker, bro. Get him out the chat.
Who's
Whatever
that?
this fucker is, this bot motherfucker in the chat. Get him out the chat, bro.
Oh yeah, that's a whole bunch of spam, bro. I knew that shit was coming. He can eat a dick too. He can definitely eat a dick, and I'll say that right off the back. You can eat a dick, and that's who you can. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, it's a bag of bullshit. Whoever you are, and whoever this Tarot Killer is. Yeah, my white boyfriend lost tech. What it was?
Don't even read it, yo. It's just nonsense.
Yeah, it's a bunch of nonsense. I'm deleting all this and I'm banning the motherfucker. So that person's banned. So that gets that shit out of there. So yeah, this shit is fucking garbage, bro. I hate the shit. I hate the vitriol, and this is all we see. This person must have basically saw my thumbnail and was waiting to do that shit. YouTube. If you are watching and you are in control of this shit, this is the shit that happens all the fucking time, man. And it's getting out of hand. And y'all need to control that shit. Because you know what? What's going to end up happening is motherfuckers is going to rally together and be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Let's get our own fucking platform.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all got to control this shit because this is getting out of fucking hand.
From their mama's basement or their dad's garage.
Talking all this
racist bullshit.
It's getting out of hand, bro. It's getting out of fucking hand, bro. Jay, you saw that shit, bro. And Vinnie, I'm gonna get to you, bro, in a bit. But you saw this shit, bro. What's your thoughts, man?
Bro, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, bro. I had to post it on my page, bro. I couldn't believe it. And it
damn, bro. You got somebody else?
I banned him. I banned him.
Yep. You on it?
That's the same boys, dog. The same boys, probably. But anyway. These chumps, these 7 punks, probably in their mom's garage or their dad's basement, they got their own crib, talking all this bullshit about, you know what's a black show when you hear the hip hop, or token black show when it's a stepdad, blah 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 blah. All this other what?
The Jarvis. Man, what's the Black Jarvis name?
The Black Jarvis and all this other bullshit, bro. It's like, yo. Motherfuckers like that don't even. It's hard to really put into words how I feel about this shit, because even before the show started, me and Lionel was in the group, bro, and it was me, him, and one other black collector in there. Motherfuckers couldn't believe that we had figures. You know what I'm saying? We dealt with so much racist bullshit, and not even knowing, like, man, this is some comic shit, y'all. In here too, like, what the fuck? And to see that shit the other day reminded me of that group. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't even enjoy the culture without, oh my God, without a motherfucker that should be wearing a Klan robe, fucking shit up.
Yeah.
We all know what it is, bro. Everybody saw the fact that, oh no, it's a black female Iron Man now. Read a comic book, motherfucker. That she was in the comic book as well. You know what I mean? She getting stamped from RDJ. RDJ backing her 100%. You know what I'm saying? But you clowns with your racist ideologies and bullshit come and try to spoil it for everybody else.
Mhm.
We won't let you. Okay, everybody's watching this shit. The shit is number one right now, as number one streaming right now show on Disney, whether you like it or not. And it probably will be a season 2, whether you like it or not. So you can all go suck a monkey's dick, you fucking bitches. All
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
All of you.
Yeah.
You're clowns. And we see you.
Mhm.
I hope you lose everything on YouTube. I hope you lose everything.
Yeah.
Because all your vitriol, all your hate, all your fucking racial joke shits, nobody's laughing at you fucking clowns, bro. Nobody.
Mhm.
So man,
Yeah.
you know, it pisses me off because I enjoyed the show. The show was good. It had every Marvel stream show that's came on has had a slow 15 minutes. After that, the show takes off. You know what I'm saying? The hood character took me a little while to get used to him wearing that hood thing all the time, but hey, it's from the comics. His
Mhm.
squad, a little weird kind of squad. His cousin was the only one that really, you know, like you said, connected with as
He was a
well.
dope actor.
You feel
Yeah.
me? But other than that, man, I enjoyed the show. Seeing Obadiah Stane's son, that was a dope twist. You know what I mean? So I'm all for it, bro. I want to see Riri take her suit to the next level as well. I want to see that streamlined suit. That's what I'm looking for. I hope we get that before the series is over with, like that next suit for her, that Mark III at some point. But bro, the flight, the whole it reminded me of Iron Man 1, bro. Like the whole, I loved it. I loved it. I loved seeing Riri's smarts take over on screen live action. I loved it right out the comic book, man. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it to the fullest, and I've been watching it till the very end. So it is what it is. Just tear it, killer, bro. You a chump,
Bruh,
fucking punk.
it's to be expected. It's to be expected by a whole bunch of these bitch ass, whoever these cats are, that keep flooding it. They're doing it for reasons, and the thing is, they're making themselves examples of this current administration, bro. I'm sorry to say it, but they're making themselves examples. So it is what it is. Prop. What was your thoughts behind this, man?
Yeah, bro. It's like you said. The conversation turned into something else, man. I had family members calling me, asking me if I had saw, because it's been on the news as well, the hate that this thing has been getting. So, just like you said, man, I had some criticisms. I had to watch it twice. I'm gonna be honest with you. The first time I watched it, I didn't. It wasn't that I thought it was whack. I didn't think it was for me. To be honest with you, and I can't even remember what it was. It was just something about it.
We talked about it. I said, give it a chance.
You did. Yep. I ended up talking to Jay. I ended up rewatching it. You know what I'm saying? It really was my expectations were different. You know what I'm saying? Just in the execution of the show. But it was the issues that you were speaking. It was the hood.
Yeah.
I didn't like his acting. I don't even know if it was because he's a good actor. It was just something about that character that I didn't like the first time, even though I liked what he stood for and what he was saying. The hologram part had to grow on me, but I understood that dynamic between her and her friend she had lost. You know what I'm saying? So I understood the importance that I never lost that. I just didn't like the idea of something about a hologram that I know as an actor standing in the room with you kind of took me out of the show, if that makes sense. It was like this. When I watched it the second time, I realized.
Oh yeah, you said you wanted like the blue glitz, like Star Wars kind of.
Yeah,
thing, right?
man, I'm corny. I'm old. Yo, you know what
I
mean?
mean?
I don't want my holograms to be so perfect that the perfect. So when I was watching those scenes, it put me in the mind frame where I was thinking about how it was shot and not focusing on the show.
Yeah, I got you.
Dude, in the game, man. But so I named that sounds like a lot. There was 2 or 3 things that I nitpicked about. It wasn't even that bad, bro. Like Riri, the IronHeart, Riri's story, like everything about it, bro, was dope, man. And I'm glad that they laid it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I might have been one of the people that complained that they introduced her in Black Panther and Wakanda Forever. Now it didn't feel so bad because I still feel like we got an origin And at the very least, Wakanda Forever established that this girl was brilliant. You know what I'm saying? So even to hear people complain about that, again, I hate to even bring up the race, but that this black chick is smart
It's
for
too
some
smart.
reason. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
it's like, dude, y'all should have been complaining about that. That's already been established.
Exactly.
And I didn't feel like I didn't need any explanation of that when we got to this. You know what I'm saying? So what was the other thing, bro? But I heard the complaints about the Iron Man, about her dissing Iron Man. I've seen videos on that, bro. Everything that Leo said, and then you got to also put it in context that she.
But they catch it from that point in her sentence,
right? Well, not
turn
again.
around.
It's a story. Everything's got to apply to the story that's being told.
Yeah.
Not everything has got to be connected to this, that, the other. And as it pertains to the story, she's making some shady. What I took from that, because Leo made some good points, but what I took from it was her justifying why she's about to be doing some things that are questionable. I don't have what he has, so I need this money. I need this equipment. You know what I'm saying? So, dude. Excellent writing, yo, that y'all just picked that. You know what I mean? Because you got your feelings hurt about something that, bro, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, long story short, I enjoyed it. Even when I said the first watch I didn't like it, that's being rough. And I hate that the race argument, like even people bashing it for no reason, makes me feel weird about being honest even about that. You know what I mean? But I know
half of them didn't even see it, bro. Half of them didn't even see it,
dog. So imagine the fear of being grouped with those people. You know what I mean? Like there's that part of toxic too, where I feel like I can't even be honest about things because it's going to be weaponized by people who can't wait. But anyways, even when I first watched it, I still couldn't wait for the next 3. You know what I'm saying? Like I still want to see, even now, I want to see all the episodes before I make a decision because that's how shows are, dog.
So are they putting them out in 3s too? The next 3 gonna be out?
They got 3 more coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, they got 3 more.
Right?
But all at the same day?
Yeah. Hey, and the third episode was the strong, like emotionally, everything built up to that third episode.
And everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody's saying the same thing about the next 3 episodes. There's the crescendo here. That the next couple episodes they're saying it's dope. So bro, you can feel it. You can definitely feel it, bro. Somebody said it's dropping tonight. Is it dropping tonight?
Like late tonight, huh?
Is it?
Is it?
Or is it tomorrow? Nah, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow evening, I believe. Okay. Yeah, so tomorrow evening. So we got to kind of wait it out. But nah, man, like I'm gonna wait. Wait, Vinnie, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
Rob made a lot of good points because there was some issues I had with the show as well. And the thing that this type of dialogue with trolls and racism and DEIs and all this hate is it makes it hard to be honest. It makes it hard. And when I say to be honest, I mean to have an honest dialogue about the show's nature, the show's strength, the show's weaknesses, and that makes it hard for everything and everybody involved. Because if I do a piece of art and I have 15 people telling me, shouting shit at me that has nothing to do with the art, but they have a problem with me, and then the 16th person tells me something that's constructive about what I didn't do right, I'm not going to hear that person. I'm on defensive mode. And now, like, when I go do the next piece, I'm not going into it like, it would be cool if I, like, tweak this and do it better. I'm going to be thinking, like, fuck them, they don't deserve this. It's like, they don't, you know what I mean? And it puts up these walls. And it's very frustrating because the past week, 2 weeks, however many months since this came out, all the dialogue is hate from one side, and then, in a way, some overcorrection on the other side where we have to pretend like it's the best thing ever to counteract the all the shit is getting, which makes it hard for them going forward to be like, we could make this better, because those of us who wanted to do well and those of us who like it almost have to love it to counteract all the bullshit it's getting to try to balance
right.
this shit out.
Right.
And
that's not
that's
fair.
not our responsibility.
Not fair, bro.
Our responsibility should
right,
not be trying to like come at it to counteract fucking Rotten Tomato scores. That's some bullshit.
Right.
Open and honest about things we like and things we don't like. But with all that extra shit, changes dialogue, changes the course. Because I gotta be honest, that first episode, it was good, but I also didn't feel like it was quite for me. I felt like it was for like a teenage girls, which is fine.
That's what I felt.
Cool.
That's
it's
what
who
it is.
she is.
Yeah,
I felt like it was like a Moesha episode or some shit, and that's fine. They need shows too. But then, as it went on, there was other shit that it was like, yo, that gang is all like 8 years old. Like I was like, how
they're
are
all
they,
over the place.
how are they doing shit? Like it's like the gay hacker dude looked like he just had like a laptop, and it's like, all right, how do you know all this shit? The fighters were just two people who could fight. They're just street kids who can fight, and they're like crossbones because
going
they
around
were
grown
in a
men
fight in the hood. Like it doesn't quite make sense. But it's like, all right, so if you say that, does that mean like you agree with the racists? And so it's like you got to just kind of shut the fuck up and not like think about anything that you. And that's a bad place to be, where you can't have an honest, constructive dialogue about things that you don't like, because those things in the show grow and improve, and they did do better. Like in the comics, they'll probably felt the same way, because we talked about Hood plenty of times before in Avengers. And when that motherfucker showed up, it was like, yo, they're pushing this Hood cat like he's fucking Dr. Doom or somebody, and he's corny as shit. And then like 6 months later, he's got the Infinity Glove on, and nobody's even questioning it because they wrote him that dope. And it's like I don't even got a problem with it, because I took on a journey with him, and by the time I got to where he really like showed improved, I was fine with it. And that is what beautiful, brilliant writing is, where it says here and here are not the fucking same place when you get like where you start
at the end of her journey. She'll be
very bizarre, weird, niche, quirky character. And when he's written as well as he was in the comics, you got to a point where you believed whatever they told you he could do. I believe it, because that motherfucker had so much intelligence, resourcefulness, wittiness. Like it's like whatever the fuck he put his mind to, he was such a Dr. Doom type. Like his mindset was, if I need this done, I'm gonna figure out a way to get it done. So I like that in the show. It looks like, yo, who is this? He's walking around with a hood on. Like, what is this? But like you're getting there even in the show. Now, by episode 2, it got better. By episode 3, all those pieces that didn't quite fit or felt too,
you saw what they were.
It tightened up. Everything tightened up. Like that heist. Yo, that heist did not seem like some kind of silly, corny, like little, like this.
Ocean 11 type bullshit. Right.
That seemed like a heist from a movie. That was a very well constructed, believable heist, where they weren't making decisions that like, oh, this will be wrapped up by the end of the hour. It looked like there were stakes. It looked like they made mistakes. You know, it looked really believable. I really enjoyed why and how they were able to put that together.
Exactly, Toya.
And some of the stuff that they introduced at the beginning, to be like, yeah, hey, here, this is a black show, or this is a girl show. That turned into, hey, this is a show where they just happen to be girls, happen to be black. And it but that is where patience pays off, because you have people who took those little cues of, hey, this is for you guys, and just got offended instead of saying, all right, they're telling us, they're introducing themselves, and then they're telling their story. Whereas they didn't just tell the story in like, not necessarily organically introduce and say what they're about along the way. They kicked open the door and then told the story, instead of like, hey guys, if it's okay, we're going to be a black show. That's all right with you. Unapologetic about it. And I think that is where people come in at it and just like, all right, now we can be as racist as possible, because they're not even trying to like be subtle about it. Because like you had shows like in films and properties like Black Panther, where they made many efforts and attempts to try to not ruffle feathers. And
Yeah.
this show isn't necessarily as careful about making sure they don't piss off white people.
Dude, and they didn't put. We don't talk about it a lot, but they didn't put no $1 billion movie money into Black Panther either. You know what I'm saying? There was some of the effects that I could tell wasn't at the level of
it was supposed
the
it
other
was
Marvel
supposed to
movies that was
fail.
out at that time.
It was supposed to be a failure. It was a test, and it blew up in their faces.
Yeah.
But
Dude,
I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, I think the third episode was the strongest one yet. I feel like she's coming to her own. The very frustrating thing is people criticizing her character when I feel like her character's morality is one of the strengths of the show, because that's what makes a great character. Like, not many people, if given superpowers, genius intellect, billions of dollars, would always do the perfect 100% right thing. Even Peter Parker, when he first got his powers, went to go make money with it.
Rustling.
He went. That's the first thing he thought to do, bro. That's the first. Peter Parker, the person you think of first and foremost when it comes to doing the right thing. His first instinct was to go get a bag.
I gotta get this bread.
First instinct.
I gotta get.
And by the way, and then what happened? That is,
it fucked him, and he spent the rest of his life trying to make up for that mistake,
which is more realistic.
And guess what? Peter wasn't even middle
journey.
class. He was poor. They're poor.
Right. Peter was poor, and look, he wasn't trying to save people. He was trying to get some food.
He was trying to get paid.
He was trying to get paid. So how can you blame her for trying to get paid? And then people are mad because she said that Tony had resources and memes, and everybody wants to throw Tony Stark did this in the cave with a. All right, you know that scene because you went to the theaters and watched the film.
Right.
This chick is in that world, in that universe. Do you think that there was a camera there showing a live documentary to see that scene with
Tony Stark making a bag of scraps?
No, we have no idea how much the world in MCU knows of the cave, of where he came from. He wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for the fact that he was already a billionaire weapons manufacturer with money and resources that he got from his father. And in that cave, he had all that gear.
All the Stark tech was there.
He had resources in that cave. And then what happened to that suit the first time he went to use it?
It fell apart. Trash.
Bullshit. Because he did have resources. He did have billions of dollars. It was just the ring's resources, but he still had resources. Just doing all this with her own shit, her own money, and she's desperate to get more of it so she can do what she wants. And I love that she is unapologetic. This isn't to go save the world. I'm doing it to show I can do it. That is such
and that's what she said, because I can.
That's such a great look. That's such a great, not even necessarily selfish, but like cocky, And then the people are mad because he's cocky. Be like, look at Doctor Strange, look at Tony, look at how many other heroes are thieves. Scott Lang's a thief. Like so many other Avengers. Black Widow's a former assassin who's killed people. Like almost all the Avengers are at one point in time were horrible fucking people.
Clint was in a gang of thieves too.
Bro.
And he was killing
people for the years during the snap.
Let's not talk about Ronan. Let's not talk about Ronan. He was
when
a
it
killer.
comes to her, like that's unattainable. I love that she isn't perfect. She has issues. She has problems. She is selfish. She's 16. Of course, you're gonna be selfish. You're a genius. If I was a genius, I'd be out there trying to make some money too.
Right.
Like, how many people, if in real life they got superpowers like the Flash, wouldn't be out there trying to join the NFL or something?
Right.
Do what they need to do at that point, bro. Like, listen, you brought up, and that's the point. You brought up the simple fact that, people are pinpointing he built this with a box of scraps and all this other stuff, which we know wasn't a box of fucking scraps in a cave. No. It was all stuff that he supplied to the military.
Right.
And that was for a moment. That was captured in the moment in that cave.
Right.
She's living this every single day of her life, trying to find resources. The only time that we actually saw her with resources was provided to her for a cause at that time because they needed to complete a mission. Once that was done, they kept the suit and sent her on the way. And I was talking to Toya about this shit, and this is what's really crazy. Everything that she's going through right now, they're showing a perspective that a lot of people go through right now. You fuck up in college, they use you for whatever edge you had at that moment. And then as soon as something doesn't work, they kick you the fuck out. And then you're left with absolutely nothing, trying to basically figure out your own damn way. And the one thing that pissed me off about this is like, yo, this girl nearly damn near helped save the world.
Right.
And Wakanda didn't give her shit. Not
Nothing.
even resources, even to say, look, we'll pay for your fucking college. They didn't give her nothing. That's the part that's really, really fucked up. So she has the right to have a chip on her shoulder right now.
Well,
she has
like-
the right to be
Like
slightly
when they
arrogant,
did
bro.
a test drive for her knowledge. Then after she fixed everything, okay, see you, kid. We're
Nah.
done.
But see, y'all, I think y'all are missing a little point though. There was a level of realism there as well, because all of us that we're parents, right?
Yeah.
When a kid is too smart for a classroom
Mm-hmm.
and they're not challenged, they act up a little bit. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that. Sometimes a kid can be. So I saw that. Even that, I saw that as realism. I didn't think about because she had a free ride, right? And she was given multiple chances. What I took from that scene was this girl was too smart. She's not
too smart.
Challenged. She's not getting. When you say not everybody got to go to college to be somebody, you know what I'm saying? She's in this place.
Bro, Buddy said that she was correcting.
She was getting in trouble.
She was correcting her professor's speeches.
She outgrew that
MIT.
Man. So there was a level of and I thought it was realistic because they didn't show her outgrow it and successfully do something. She was acting out, or she's not fitting in.
Yeah.
She's getting in trouble, blowing up stuff, man.
A part of that, even the simple fact that she is acting out, though, a part of that, though, is for the simple fact that is the lack of resources to do what she feels as though she needs to do.
Right.
Had she had the resources, then a lot of this shit wouldn't have taken. Because again, she built the suit that she currently has with her own grant money. The money that she was basically getting at that time, money that she she had to sell the car that, of course, they fixed that Barracuda. She had to sell that to get money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So she even though there's a ride that is quote unquote free, and a lot of us know if you're in college with them grants only go but so far. They basically pay for your college, yes, but they don't. They pay for your tuition, yes, but they don't pay for them fucking resources, bro.
Nah, because she was at MIT for 5 years. She could have been graduated.
Right.
You see what's doing working on that suit.
Saying, bro. Like there's a lot that goes into this shit, bro. There's a lot of specifics in it, and again, her arrogance, but at the same time, bro. She is making mistakes. It's just from a totally different standpoint, point of view. Some of the same fucking mistakes that Tony even made. This man wanted to shape the world in his fucking image, bro. And what happened? He fucked a lot, and millions of people were killed and lost. Because of it, bro. Nobody's talking about that because you want to talk about the shiny armored individual who you saw from the fucking film Save Lives. You're not basically remembering his talk. If you read books, even some of the mistakes that he fucking made in Demon in the Bottle, bro, before we even got to that particular point, there was a lot of shit that he fucking did, bro. A lot of lives that were lost because of Tony Stark's. So his life isn't squeaky clean. He made mistakes that he had to
almost
atone
messed
to.
up with his best friend. If it wasn't for Rhodey, he wouldn't even have the Iron Man face. Rhodey saved it.
And I'm not even going. And here's the thing. Let's bring it to present tense. Let's bring it to this particular point. For anybody who's basically read The Fall of X, Riri Williams herself in the Iron Man run was responsible for the tide turning. Why? Because he confided in her to make a suit, and he confided in her to make a damn squadron of fucking kaijus and ships to help. Off of the Mysterio material that he actually gave to her. So she was responsible for a lot of shit.
Riri made that, guys.
Riri made that shit. Riri Williams made that shit. And if you here's real quick. One other thing that I mentioned before, now I'll let you talk, Prop. Motherfuckers is actually like, well, okay, now she's basically delving in a suit of magic. Oh, get the fuck out of here. You didn't read the fucking books because in the fucking books she had the 10 fucking rings. She's already been adept in fucking magic, man.
Dummies.
So look, read before you pass fucking judgment. Read. If you can't read, then you can get audiobooks. There's some such things as that. If you can't fucking read, I'm sorry, bro.
Ignoramuses.
Bro, like what the fuck, bro? It doesn't make any sense.
Audiobooks.
It don't, man. But you know what? It's crazy. It's good that we're on the show because we can talk about this stuff. But in reality, they're pulling us into a conversation that's just not genuine. You know what I'm saying? Because really, you shouldn't even have to read the comic book. I want you to read the comic book, but you should be taking these shows based off their own merit. That's how they're being created. You know what I'm saying?
But they
So
don't
they
want
got
to,
us up
though,
here.
dog.
Yeah, dude, talking about, yo, this is true. That's how I learned it.
For real.
But
For real.
that's how I learned it. That's why I was hoping somebody else related. Yeah,
Yep,
my mom.
yep.
But
Bro was getting kicked out because he's always questioning. Same as Vinnie too.
Yeah,
Vinnie was
yeah,
doing
bro.
that shit too in school. I believe it. He was like,
Bro.
yeah, but I don't trust
Dude,
your
it was
thesis.
worse than that. I thought I was
Get
going to be
out.
a famous rapper. I thought I was going to be a famous
Listen,
rapper, dude. I thought I was too big for this classroom. Man. Yeah, what y'all want?
Baby girls in the STEM summer camp. In the STEM summer camp.
Yeah.
Smart
I mean,
people, man. Hey,
I'm
I was going to
dealing
say,
with-
dude, on the culture stuff, bro. I watched Justified. Any of you guys watch Justified before?
For real, show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
yeah. Good show.
I
Yeah.
watched Justified. I've watched My Name Is Earl.
Yeah.
Those two shows are very, very culture
Yeah.
based. It's very,
Yeah.
very specific. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So when you have these kind of characters in the down south that has a very different way of talking, different music playing,
Exactly,
and I can sit down and enjoy it, bro. There's things in this show that I don't like, but I understand that culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hate that black has to be an issue. So what the music is playing, you know what I'm saying? And it's not meant, not everything. They're not playing black music so black people will like the show. They're playing, this is American
because
culture,
they're
bro.
in fucking
the
Chicago
show.
in the hood.
Everybody, bro. Exactly.
man.
It's authentic. It's to be
Jesus, bro.
authentic, dog. Like, how do you want these people to act? And one thing, her story to me are the best parts of. You know what I mean? You know, notice my diss
her
starts
story.
with the heist. I know we said not to call them a gang. It's not a gang. It's a heist group. Whatever.
High school.
That's the heist. That's where my pet peeve began with the writing started.
Don't call us a gang.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I don't know. I just wanted to point that out. We know that, but it's crazy how even within and I don't want to pick on white people at all. If you feel like I'm picking on you, let me know. But just the Caucasian shows, there's also different cultures within that too. And other cultures show. You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
Bro.
All the time.
Bro, if either is good and it's got to be authentic. You know what I mean? You don't want a cowboy movie where everybody is walking around with clean teeth and clean outfits. Well, we saw that in Back to the Future 3, right? When Marty came out with a clean outfit.
Yeah.
It's not accurate. It's not authentic to that time period.
Well,
you know what I'm
you know,
saying?
when a
And
cowboy
it's not
movie,
authentic to the place.
But you don't want a cowboy movie I've been walking around with boom boxes either. You know
With
what I'm saying?
boxes.
Boom boxes
You know what I'm
and
saying?
Timbs in the Wild West. Oh, that's not cultural.
Dog, Prey had the language. You know, they did that little thing where they switched it where we're hearing English, but we know that's not the language they were speaking.
Exactly.
So it's just crazy that they don't extend that
My
culture when the whole world loves this culture, by the way, too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like hip hop is the biggest.
Yo, hip hop is the most copied part of culture all over the damn globe, bro. All over the world, bro.
It's all over the world, bro. But man, the show is dope, dude. They'll be all right. It's doing well, right?
You know,
it's number one.
Listen,
it's the
It's
most
number
watched
one
show
right now. Number one stream show.
Yeah.
But
Only
here's
thing
the
I want
thing,
from
bro.
this show, bro, I want a hot rod, red and yellow Vinnie suit, like in the comics near the end. That's what I want.
Like the
Give me the red and yellow from the comics. She had her first well, not her first suit. I think the Scream line when she made the first Scream line one was red and yellow, like Iron Man suit. I need that,
bro.
I want
Here's
that.
the thing.
Who you asking? The prop whiz? Because I tried to make myself an Iron Man suit and my belly was sticking out. It was too small.
Oh my god,
bro.
I looked like Fat Thor, but it was Iron Man.
Here's the thing. I want to specify this as well, real quick. And Disney, I hope you're listening, because you got to do a better job of protecting your folk.
Yes, for real.
You really do. You got to do a better job
For real.
of protecting your folk, because it shouldn't fall, and it shouldn't always have to fall on these actors.
Yeah.
Portraying these roles to protect themselves all the fucking time, bro. And like they feel as though at certain points that they may have to be the voice, and it shouldn't have to be that way, bro. Like this shit is really getting out of hand, and I just hope it stops. But this is what's concerning. Is it number one on Disney Plus for the right reasons? Is it just because basically, and the reason why I question that is it has to be number one because initially you are sincere about your viewing, that you really want to watch it because you're watching it, and not because there's a focal point on it, and you're just clicking on it to watch it, or either on both sides, you're clicking on it to hate, or you're clicking on it because you see everybody's love for it and you want to be a part of that. No, love it for what it is, not the conversation.
Or us, y'all. I don't want us to just click on it because
we're supportive. That we feel as though we have to
support it. That was
click on it and watch it because you want to watch it and
because you want to watch it. Be genuine about it, bro.
Right.
Be genuine about basically your viewing. You know,
if you're just being supportive, you're not being honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Right. And the enemy weaponizes all of that. By the way, like these jokers, these aren't normal.
Exactly.
Most of these people aren't normal haters. These are these are people that are benefiting from this. Those people that crack
all that turmoil and shit. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So they got a way of weaponizing. If you don't watch it, they're gonna weaponize it. If you overcompensate, like Vinnie said, they're gonna weaponize that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the best thing, again, I always give this community mad. I love this community, bro.
Bro, you guys are beautiful, incredible, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's incredible.
You got
a few bad apples, but
Yep.
There's a few bad apples out there for the most part, they don't speak for the entire community.
Yeah,
but I think that's reflective. Like those one or two people, and that was probably the same person. Those one or two people that snapped into the comments, that is a clear it was just they had to do multiple posts to distract us. It's one
vitriol.
It's one dude, bro. You know what I mean? So when you compare it to everybody in the audience, it's like that was nothing. You know what I'm saying? We didn't breathe no oxygen into it. And the real world is the same way. I say that to say I want to end my statement and I don't know if you guys relate, but from the people I've talked to, I've only heard good things about this.
Exactly. Me too.
That's the reason why I believe the number one might be legit, more positive than negative.
Number one.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, people, there are some people that I talked to that had their valid criticisms as why they don't like it, and I respect it. Or they didn't like, and I respect it, even though I may have, and I may be of a difference of opinion. I respect your opinion. I respect how you feel about it because obviously it's coming from a place, and I get that. But at least we can have constructive conversations about it and meet each other, and at the end be like, hey, we still cool regardless. It's just that we had a totally different viewing experience, and I love that. It's the hate. It's everything else that actually comes along when you basically say stupid shit.
Seven clowns.
You know what I mean? And that was the dumbest thing that you could ever put up, bro. Like, literally, these motherfuckers, those 7 clowns made the news, bro.
Yeah, it was
in the most negative way.
That's crazy. That was on the news?
In the most negative way.
Wow.
And we live in a world where wherever they work at, like some people might punish them.
They're gonna see you.
But we're living in a world now where there might be someone out there that's going to reward them as well.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm
right.
They're already rewarded because there's a shine on them. There's basically people watching.
Watch it. Yeah.
Think about how much. Think about how many more sales.
Well, listen.
Exactly.
They'll get their 25% off on their hoods when they join.
You think they'd like a show, but with a dude?
I hope they holes are crooked.
Yeah. Right.
Hope the eye holes are crooked.
They'll get their 25% off on their discount on their white hoods. They'll be okay. Right. It's insane how far this shit has gone, bro. And the thing is, it's like, and I wanted, because I was even going to talk about, but I replaced it with Jim Shooter. I was going to talk about, what's next? Wonder Man. We got that basically coming up here within a few months. And that's going to be targeted as well, bro. That's going to be another show, regardless. The Wonder Man thing, I'm turned on.
I know. That's different.
Listen.
That's different.
I get it, though.
But it ain't got
but it's not different. It's not different. It's not different in the aspect of race and color in the representation in that it's not different. You may view it a different way, and you may have a constructive reason as to why you don't like it. But from an aspect of the same viewing experience and what we actually go through within the culture, bro, it's not different. It's not.
Right.
Because that's going to get hit hard, bro. Because the first thing people are going to say is Simon Williams is not black.
He's white,
and he's white.
Yeah.
That's going to be the conversation. That's just going to happen. People are going to be like, I'm sick and tired of, and because we already see it, I'm sick and tired of race swapping. I'm sick and tired of this, that, and the third, and whatever. That's just the way it is. It's the way it's going to actually be, bro. You can't change that. You definitely can't.
I think this
even Zazie Beetz received the same fucking vitriol when she became Domino for Deadpool. She got hit.
Domino ain't even got no color. Domino's
no, she
white,
don't.
White.
She don't.
Domino's white. She could be black. Domino is gonna have no color.
But that was one of the rare times when they were able to shut the fans up after that. Right? Like she kind of changed her mind. So I don't know what the.
Courtney said, "Listen, I gave Ironheart a chance, but man, Wonder Man might be."
Word, bro. I'm
Hey, I agree with Charlie said. I'll be honest. Who the F is Wonder Man? That's where I'm at, bro. I don't know what Wonder Man is. I failed the comic book test on that one.
The whole Wonder Man,
Wonder Man is dope. He's just one of the most underrated cats. That's what's so frustrating about that show.
He's super dope.
He has incredible powers. Like
he has ionic powers, bro.
Right.
I read up on
him. Very unique power set. One of the most underutilized. He's like one of the most underutilized Avengers of all time.
He like Tony Stark with powers.
And then here they use him, and then they switch up his whole shit. So it's like, all right, whatever.
Right.
So do we know that for a fact? We know enough about the show that you think it's gonna.
Bruh, they making him they're making the guy play like an actor. Like he's acting like Wonder Man.
I'm only hearing it. See, but this is hearsay off of content creators who have grabbed onto this and grappled onto the idea from what they've heard. I don't go off of that shit until I actually see it. I just hope the execution is on point and it's not another She-Hulk type of situation.
Yeah.
I got a feeling.
I've been mad at that dude since he played. Didn't he play Morpheus?
No, he played Morpheus.
Yeah,
he played
Morpheus,
Dr. Manhattan.
I've been mad at that dude. Oh, yeah, Dr. Manhattan was dope.
Dr. Manhattan. Yeah,
that was dope. Watchmen show. Yeah, Watchmen
like Squidward. That shit. You couldn't help but laugh, bro, because that shit was
not working for him, bro.
Yeah, bro, he had a big ass head. But I mean,
it's not working, bro. Even Morpheus, his head was big. Like, bro, keep your hair on.
They said Wonder Man has She-Hulk fingerprints on it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm hoping not, because it's not. I mean, literally, Wonder Man, if done right and powers realized, can be on par with, bro. Literally, he could be on par with Sentry. That's how powerful he really is. He absorbs ionic energy.
They ain't gonna make him OP like that.
Oh,
he's a game changer. They might, bro.
I don't trust it.
It might be a trick to that whole acting thing, man.
Well, if they do that with him, come on, Blue Marvel, bring him on. Bring him on.
Nah, I don't. I don't need one Blue Marvel in the cinematic universe right now, bro.
Nah.
Yeah. Not until you get shit done right. It's just not gonna work, bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah, stop introducing characters till we get this train back on track.
Get this shit back on track, bro. But anyway, man, listen. End of the day, the next 3 episodes come out tomorrow. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how this concludes. Again, I'm in full support because I actually like the show. Is it perfect? Hell no. It's not 100% perfect. There's a lot of flaws in it. There was a lot of flaws in the first 2 episodes. The one chick that pissed me off so fucking bad, and I think that she's overacting, is the high school
dynamite chick. The dynamite chick.
Yeah. Yes, she's overreacting, bro.
She's getting on my nerves. Yeah,
they gotta reel her in, bro, because it's too much. That character is too much, bro.
I want to go try the hood. Let me go try the hood.
The pyrotechnic, bro. She's really annoying as fuck, bro. I could not stand her, bro.
She talks to the dynamite.
Bro, I couldn't stand her. I couldn't stand her,
Calling
bro.
the Dynamite her baby, and
I was
she's
like,
having
bro,
time.
literally,
Like, you
I was
doing
like
too
the
much.
one person that should have died. And I'm sorry to say this.
Word should have
The
been her.
cousins should have
Word.
survived. She
Right.
should have been the one that get suffocated behind.
Right.
Because I couldn't stand that character, bro.
Right.
I thought
She's
she was gonna
the
go, bro.
one that got on my nerve. The way it
It
was.
seemed like they
written.
were setting it up that way. It felt like she was
Yeah.
gonna go.
Yeah.
Jay was right. The cousin is the only person you seem like.
Yep.
He's
Everybody else is like, why is this baby a dynamite expert? Like, how does
Word, bro.
Yeah. But in
Yes,
all
yes.
fairness,
Charlie's an ass. You an asshole, bro.
With a bang.
no
You
lies,
an asshole, bro.
That's funny as hell.
You, bro.
That's funny, bro.
I agree with Parker. Yeah, I agree with that too, though. Like she was annoying.
She's the loudest one.
Nah, bro.
She's literally the loudest one.
And then
bro.
when she really went and grabbed the hood, like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. I was glad homeboy hit her in the head.
I mean, no, I didn't want that. I didn't want that. I didn't want that.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to be evil.
That's all I can muster up.
I ain't want that. I ain't wanting to bang her head though, but just I mean,
if you're gonna be in the gang,
right? That's it. That's part of it. Blood in, blood out.
Yeah.
I love that he goes around handing out cards like Squid Game. Like, oh, that was a dope fight.
Speaking, yo,
her head went down like. Boink.
I want to talk to y'all about the Hood Initiative.
Yeah, man. Like this thing is that character is the one that was annoying. Everybody else I can deal with and I can kind of get around, but it's just that. But other than that, bro, look, I think the show is dope. I think it's dope for what it is.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Just keep it fair.
Keep it fair, bro. Keep it fair, man.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Equal opportunist.
Yeah. Anyway, hope the next few episodes are pretty good. I can't wait to see it tomorrow.
How many total?
We'll be here to talk about it.
6 total or is it 9?
It's
6 total.
Okay.
6 total.
Damn,
6
so
total
it's
episodes.
it's over tomorrow.
Yeah, it's over tomorrow. 6 total episodes.
Bro.
Yeah, we get 6. So that'll be the next 3 that we actually see tomorrow. I can't wait to see it and have that discussion next Monday about it, because definitely I think it's going to be pretty good. And again, they're setting up, if the rumors are correct, they're setting up a particular character. We just got to kind of wait and see if that character is introduced and if that actor that they said is portraying that character.
Mephisto.
Man, you just can't keep it.
What in the world?
My bad.
Hey, he didn't take the cue at all. Hey, he was trying to keep. Yo, there's a character.
Nah, that's no Leo. He knew that.
Secret character.
I'm sorry. I haven't done that in a while, bro. My bad.
Nah,
I've been good for months. I've been good for months.
We don't know anyway. Yeah.
I've been good for months, yo. And I slipped out.
That ain't a spoiler because we don't know.
Oh man.
I'll be honest though. I like that aspect will explain like the magic or whatever that is teased, because I heard that
so.
being teased.
Yeah.
Because I felt like one of the things going into it that I wasn't really too cool on was having her combine science with magic, and I'm like, nah, don't do that right before Doom shows up. Like,
right.
But but the way the way that it's probably going to be done is a caveat. So
yeah, because they did say that this is a show that's supposed to tie directly into Doomsday. You know what I mean? And it's going to be one of the shows that kind of ties into it.
Maybe it's Wanda. Maybe it's not.
I don't want to go down. We'll talk about it next week, because if he shows up, I want to talk about the ramifications for Spidey.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which,
like every Marvel movie with magic in it, they said he was going to pop up.
Speaking of which, though, Tom Holland today let it slip. Well, he let it slip, but they're going to production right now for
Yeah, I saw his video earlier. Something about it.
Yeah, for 4.
Yeah.
So they're basically going in. Yeah, Spider-Man 4. They're going in production about that right now.
Yeah.
He definitely got ripped for it, bro. Like he's ripped. Diesel
My bad,
ripped
Mike.
right now,
My
bro.
bad, Mike. My bad, Mike.
Yeah. So he's definitely doing his thing right now, man. Yeah, can't wait to see that. But yeah, man, like I said, I mean, all in all, like I said, I can't wait to see this show. And what it represents, because I think it's going to be real good. We'll save the because Vinny, did you read what's the name yet? Oh, you read it? You read it? Did anybody else read the last Aliens versus Avengers book?
Nah, it's right over there.
I didn't. I read it for the show, but I didn't take it in. I need to read. I got to go back and reread it.
I get ready to get out of here.
I know. We're gonna get out, but we'll discuss it. But Vinny, I was slightly hyped, but also sort of disappointed.
Is it bad?
No,
it's bad.
No.
It's not bad. I like it.
No, I haven't even.
It's not bad.
Yet.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it, but I was slightly disappointed with. Put it this way. Put it this way. The door's open.
Did my boy come back at all?
Who?
Which one?
Huh?
Who's your boy?
Who?
Cat or Hulk?
No. Nah, I'm sorry.
Just read the book.
I'm not spoiling that.
Read the book. Read the book, and we'll have that discussion.
They did.
Read the book, and we'll definitely have that discussion. We'll have discussion.
We'll definitely touch on it next week.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it with me tonight.
We'll
I
touch
like what
on it
they went
next
with
week.
it. I do feel like they had probably limitations of what they could do to wrap that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I felt it was great. The art, you gonna love the art. Art's incredible.
Oh, for real?
However you say his name he's a beast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, bet. Okay.
Yeah. It's good. Like it's really good, and it leaves the door open. So read the book. Read the book, and we'll talk about it more. So, nah, prop, turn your head back around, bro. You'll never.
You can see my eyes, huh?
You don't do that, bro. Yeah, there you go, bro. You ain't supposed to. You ain't supposed to do that, bro. You got.
They should have came to me for the hood, baby.
That's you, bro.
That's it.
Yeah, I
mean, Desperado, his eyes is always in the shadows.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Pop, he blew the whistle on you. Damn.
Yeah,
yo, it was only halfway turned around.
Yeah, you was about to turn that shit around. I was like, nah, turn that shit back around, bro. You don't do that. You know that people don't know you that way.
That boy put a ring off from Tombstone with the hat.
They're gonna be like,
Bro,
yo, that's my secret identity. It was like, where the
yeah,
whistle?
They'll never. You already know, man. That's what it is. But nah, we'll do that. We'll also, like I said, I mean, since we covered, since we covered the gym this week, we'll save the artist of the week to next week as well. Since we actually covered Jim, because it was definitely important that we did that first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll cover him as the artist, right? And we'll do that next week. So yeah, man, we're gonna I
should be caught up on other titles too, because I got Absolute Wonder Woman, Ultimate Spotty, all that
yeah.
I'll
finally got the last couple. I haven't read them. I gotta read them too.
I want to talk about at some point. I want to talk about Absolute Bane too, because that's just
Absolute Bane.
Oh my God, that's getting ridiculous,
hilarious.
Bro, it's not. You gotta see, Jay.
You gotta give it a chance.
You gotta give it a chance, bro, because it is.
Not everybody's Absolute. No. I want to get a shot now. I'll keep my absolute. I'm gonna have to get a shot.
Yo, you got get some Absolute vodka.
I just want to say, yo, hey,
yeah, some Absolute vodka beat Absolute Superman, bro.
Yeah,
you black in the black, Joe. That's like you be hating anything. Yo, Absolute everything. Everybody Absolute now.
Bro, everybody Absolute Bane. Like, come on.
What's next? What's next?
Come on,
bro.
The
fuck?
You got to give it a chance, brother.
He better be bigger than Batman's big ass.
Come on, give it a chance, brother.
I'm good.
Let me be proud for a minute. Come on, give it a chance, baby.
Nah.
You got to give it a chance, baby. Come on, baby.
I'm gonna stay with Wonder Woman and chill out, bro. That's it. I ain't going past Wonder Woman, bro. I'm good.
Dude, you're like the nicest stubborn person, the most stubborn nice dude I've ever met, yo.
You got to be.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is, bro.
Bro, we gonna have to BA Baracus you, bro. Just knock you out and make you read that shit, bro.
Wake up with
my eyes,
With your eyes
my
open,
eyes,
bro.
my eyes,
Your eyes glued open and make you read that shit, bro, like that.
Yeah.
Read it, bro. Read the
Absolute
motherfucker,
clockwork.
bro, like just like that.
Yeah.
You gonna read this absolute motherfucker. You gotta read these pages, motherfucker.
You was Arby too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
bro.
perfect, bro. That's perfect.
Bro, listen,
Absolute clockwork.
Be able to rocket you.
that's it. Air assault. Let's go. No,
Yeah,
I'm not
bro.
doing it. I'm not doing it.
Come on, bro. You gotta read it, man. Come on.
Nah.
Come on, bro.
Wonder
Just go and
Woman.
get it over with.
Wonder Woman. That's it.
Come on, man. Ultimate Superman is dope too, bro. Absolutely. Let's go.
We switching it. We talking to his LCS. We switching out covers.
Yeah, bro. He's right. He's what's covered. Just make him read that shit. Make him
wait
read
a
it, bro.
minute.
Like, what the hell is this?
Yo,
Nah.
Halfway through the book, he'd be like, yo. He likes it until he finds out what it is, bro. Absolute. Oh, fuck that. Nah, my bad, bro. Nah. Trash.
Superman and symbiote suit.
Bro,
Trash.
because he like it, she be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like crying game.
Trash,
It's like
If
crying game.
it's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
The crying game, yo.
The crying game.
Nah. Trash.
crying.
Trash.
Be like,
Trash.
that's an absolute.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It's absolute.
Nah.
It's funny,
Trash,
yo.
man. Trash.
Absolute
Trash,
garbage.
It's
Garbage.
so good, but it's trash, man.
That's a good one, yo.
Trash shit, man.
Trash.
good.
Nah.
Absolute garbage.
That's it. Absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Anyway, Jay, what's going on, bro? Like you about to get on the road? You got to get on the road around 3, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a little nap and get on the road at 3:00, man.
You said you're gonna be in Jersey.
Yeah.
Word, okay.
I'm gonna stop at some spots I used to live at in Philadelphia. Go hang out with the kids at the art museum, and then hit the Wildwood while I'm up there with the kids. Yeah.
Okay. Word, man. Safe trip first and foremost, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. I
Let us know
appreciate
while
it.
you're on
Man.
the road, man. What's
Appreciate
going
it.
down, man. So
Definitely appreciate it.
yeah, I didn't know, brother. So definitely thank you for being here. Vinnie, man,
doubt.
what's going on with you, bro? What you got going on, man?
Catching up on some reading. Got some next art project to start. And I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure out some way to make time to watch the new Jurassic Park this week. I don't even know where I'm gonna fit that in.
Oh, that's this week?
Yo, it's dropped
It
came
Wednesday.
out
I
last
think.
week.
It drops Wednesday, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
this was
I gotta go see that, bro.
It drops this
Yeah.
Wednesday. Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to find to check that out.
Yeah.
Just hustling to get all this.
Gotta support ScarJo, bro.
That and
Yeah.
Gareth Edwards, man. That's my
She
guy,
supports
man.
us.
I love
Yeah,
this
bro.
film.
Bro, you know what else? If you haven't checked it out, anybody haven't, bro. This fucking final season of fucking Squid Games, bro. Did you
I
see
haven't
it?
watched it yet.
Oh, I haven't
I've been
watched
watching,
it. Is it good?
I've been catching up on The Bear, so I haven't gotten into Squid Game yet.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
love the Squid Game movie, bro.
I gotta catch up on the Bear too. That last season.
I think.
Yeah,
that's
I gotta
better.
see. We didn't finish the last season. I gotta finish the last season into this one.
All right, you'll love
Squid
it.
Game?
It's fire.
Yeah, I gotta finish the
really
last
good.
season to get into this particular one.
Yeah, we're gonna finish.
Mhm.
We're gonna finish The Bear and then jump on the Squid Game. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to like catch up on those. But yeah, like,
Bro,
and I'm still
this-
trying to
you
get to
ain't
the
ready.
I'm still trying to get to there to catch like F1 and Karate Kid, a couple other joints that I missed. I'm so far
Yeah.
behind. So
Yeah,
far behind. So
you ain't ready.
reading, drawing,
Squid Game.
catching up on some flicks, and spend some time with the family and stuff over the weekend. So
Yeah, me too, man.
and then back here, we talk with friends. We'll talk more IronHeart, Avengers vs. Aliens, and some other comic titles, I'm sure. And then whatever other hijinks and whatever other gun story came out since
Oh
since
god.
previous week, because every week is something. That motherfucker's staying to do.
Oh.
Yeah. This about, bro.
I hope with all this promotion, this punk ass movie makes some money. I hope.
I think it's gonna make money, bro.
I'm excited because look,
What
tomorrow
movie you talking about?
tomorrow's July 1st, and
The
we
punk
got
ass-
Yeah,
Corn Sweat.
Oh,
The week regular man.
Bro, we listen.
Superman making a bunch of money,
bro.
Isn't
July
it
is gonna be a
July
good
is
month, bro.
madness, yo.
We
Jurassic
got
Park,
IronHeart
Superman,
tomorrow.
Fantastic
We got
Four.
Jurassic Park. I
Fantastic
think on
Four,
Wednesday.
Jurassic
Fantastic Four, Superman. We got
Mhm.
all these movies that are basically
Mhm.
dropping this month. It's gonna be stuff, bro, with like just great
Mhm.
content, and I can't wait. Like I just can't
Oh,
wait to
yeah,
get through the
yeah.
month. Like straight up, can't wait for next Tuesday being the chance get the chance to see the shit in IMAX, bro.
Oh yeah.
So glad that it'd be my
'cause,
first experience.
dog. What
Yeah.
time you going?
It's at 7.
At 7? Yeah. So it's the same time.
Yeah, it's gonna be at 7 o'clock.
King of
man.
Prussia still got IMAX? Is the IMAX at King of Prussia Mall? Or
They
is it
still
going?
got
Yeah.
one there.
Yeah, they still got one there. The one I'm going to actually
Ooh.
say that's in York though. Yeah, they still got one there, bro.
All right, I might go to King of Prussia.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely check it out, bro.
Oh yeah, because we got some TV shows coming out too, right? So those are just the movies, but we got some
Hey,
stuff
yo.
coming on too.
Me too,
Hey,
Ghetto
yo.
Yoda. Me too, bro.
Hey, Vinny,
You're right.
He
It's
go-
heavy.
bro, Vinny's gonna go. Jason's gonna go to King of Prussia. He gonna meet some fans and then watch the show. Be like, hey, yo, Jay, can we get a picture? Come on, look at the camera. Trash.
That's it.
Trash.
That's it. If you see
Say
me out
trash.
of King of Prussia
Say trash.
and I see Superman with you,
Trash.
I'm gonna say trash and I'm out.
Dude, we got to come up with an acronym for that joint. Put it on the shirt,
Yeah,
slap
bro.
it on the shirt.
I'm ready.
And KOP better hope you like them all too, otherwise King of Trash it.
Oh, well, I haven't
go.
been to the King of Prussia Mall. Damn, in probably about 18 years.
Shit, King of Prussia Mall, one of the last malls left in the whole damn.
was in Pennsylvania, bro. One of.
Oh,
You
for
guys
real?
didn't say that, bro. Well,
we got Park
it's
City, we got
Is
Park City
Gallery
Mall.
Mall's gone?
Capital
Park
City
City
Mall.
Mall. It's the only Park City Mall.
Yeah,
Capital City Mall. that's it.
Downtown Philly Gallery Mall gone?
nah, that's probably still there. That's
that's
probably still there.
Yeah.
The Gallery
but
Mall was my spot.
I'd be
Yeah.
surprised if that shit don't fucking close because even fucking South Street's looking like an ancient spot right now.
Yeah,
What?
South Street's light. They close up even some sneaker shops. And
Yeah,
sneaker
bro.
shops closing up
On
Philly
South
is-
Street?
On
On
South
South
Street,
Street.
bro. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bruh, that's where
Bro,
that's where they go get
yo.
sneaks.
Even the old Plymouth record shop on South Street closed.
No.
Yeah. They shut down, bro. Motherfuckers the shit ain't real. They shut down.
You talking like 40-some years.
Yeah, bro. Plymouth was there for like almost 43 years. And they shut that
That's
shit down.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, gentlemen, before we get off, man, I want to point out that The Dark Knight is crowned the greatest comic book movie of the 21st century and one of the top 30 films of this century by the New York Times. I just want to say that I first said that. I first said that on this show just today.
I just want to say when you say
Just
golf,
today.
golf,
New York Times. There you go. COVID
That's
did
not how you use that.
COVID did it. COVID did it. Way to go. Yoda said it. COVID did it.
Yeah, bro.
yeah, man, Dark Knight's fire, bro. It's we've got a lot
It's
of great Batman
good.
movies, but I'm ready for fantastic
That's
Batman
right.
movies.
Alien Earth
Me
is
too.
next
Me
month,
too.
bro. In August.
What
I
happens August?
Alien Earth.
Alien Earth. That's what.
Yeah,
be good.
bro. That's what I
Wait
say.
for
The
that shit,
show's
bro.
about to start rolling out. This
Yeah,
month,
it's gonna be
man.
good.
It's
Then
getting good,
we
bro.
got
Yeah,
football
this month,
season
man.
coming. Football season coming back. Another month and a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah,
Football back.
straight up, man. I'm telling you, I cannot wait. It's always be thankful.
I can't wait to see Fat Debo and
300.
He's-
You're right. 300 is the best comic
Not
book
gonna say
movie.
before we go, gentlemen. Pause, Wiz.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wiz.
No, you gonna get some Pause Wiz t-shirts, man. We're gonna share the
For
profit.
real.
We
Pause
got to
Wiz.
share the profit. Pause Wiz t-shirts.
That's it.
Share it between both mediums, bro. We got to do that, bro.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it.
Pause Wiz, bro. We got to do that, bro. Definitely. Wiz, what you got going on, man?
Bro, just same old, man. Open the door. Hey, yo, I just got my they just took the payment, sent me the message for my Ahsoka figure. So
Oh yeah,
hopefully
mine's
I'll
on
be
the
getting
way.
that next
Oh,
week.
Ahsoka the White,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Mine was
yeah.
already paid
Yeah.
off. It's on its way. So that's on its way. My Dark Empire Luke just shipped.
Nice.
That's on its way. So that's
Nice.
actually coming. Captain America. So Captain America's basically coming, and let me see here, Maroc, and
You got the stealth suit joint, right?
yeah, the
That's
new
what I
Cap,
got.
Brave New
New
World.
Cap.
Brave New World.
and my Black Manta is coming.
Oh,
word.
dude, I can't wait.
Ah,
I gotta
Yeah,
drop some
bro.
pictures of that joint, bro.
but there's
Black
no
Manta.
there's no head sculpt.
Nah, it's just
So-
I don't need it. I don't need a head scope, bro.
Keep that helmet on.
Keep that on, bro.
Yeah,
I don't need it. I'm straight.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm straight.
Here's my
you're right.
question. Here's my question. Can Hot Toys go in a fish tank?
No.
I mean, yeah. If
Oh,
you
you
don't
can
put
put
the
it in
water
a
in
fish
that
tank.
bitch,
Try.
You can
Let
put
me
it in
know.
the fish tank. You can put it in the fish tank
you
without
can
the
put
water.
it in there without the water.
Without the water.
Dude,
I mean,
hot
but water
toys will fall
destroy it.
apart.
Huh?
Put it in there
The
without the
water
water,
destroy it.
and you
It'll
can
destroy
fill
it.
it up.
It'll destroy it because also it has LED parts in it. For
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be trash. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to fuck that up. So yeah, that's
Dude,
that's
I've seen Hot Toys figures fall apart just sitting on the shelf.
bro.
For real,
Look.
bro.
Bro, do I just
Like
Vinnie,
nothing.
Vinnie, look at
With
my
no
Batman,
effort.
bro. Vinnie, I've shown this shit before, bro. Look at my
Nah.
fucking. This is my
Man,
Justice
that is
League
crazy.
Batman, bro. Look at this shit.
Dude, it's all
Look at that
split up,
shit.
bro.
What
All-
the hell?
Yeah, bro. All split up.
Mine ain't looking nothing like that.
My shit is fucking terrible, bro.
Is
Look
it
at that.
is it warm down there in the basement?
I'm about to say
No,
you got
that's the thing. No, it's not.
Look like Derrick Rose. Damn.
Is any
This
light
is
coming in there?
fuck.
Any sunlight coming in there?
No, it's the basement. There's no light coming in from anywhere.
Oh yeah.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
None of mine look like that, dog.
Bro, this shit is toe
Dude,
up.
you know what? I don't move mine, but
The
I
only
can
one
see
that
the
I have that's
potential.
like
My
this,
Man
bro.
of Steel Superman. I got him in a flying pose, one leg. I started to. I could tell, like, if I move that thing, I could just tell it's not going to hold
Nah,
up. Some of them
all
joints that had
my
that stretchy
suits-
material.
Bro, my only suit that's beat up was on my older ones. Like my Christopher Reeves, it's worn. You can see it's been worse for wear. But other than that, man, I've been blessed. Oh, and my
Yo, was that the original? That body on your Christopher Reeve? That's the original Hot Toys joint. Your
Yeah.
body looks different than mine.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Pause-
it
pause
just
with
looks.
me on
that wouldn't happen to
$400
props.
for
$400,
It's gonna always-
it heals itself.
Yeah, the $400, man. That green, that you'll see it glowing green if it's healing itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Oh yeah.
It's
Don't
so
be
small,
yeah.
bro. It's tiny.
Read this. Don't forget to be careful with those arms. Don't raise the arm
Okay.
up, and don't bend
Okay.
the elbow up because it's not double jointed. Don't yeah.
What?
Don't- Yeah, so yeah,
Oh,
they didn't change
yeah.
that, bro.
Oh, y'all gotta watch
They
my
didn't change
So
box.
that.
the arm can still
bro.
come
I'm a
off
punk.
at the joint.
Yeah, it's still seamless here, but the
Yeah,
arms,
but the arm can still come off at the elbow.
it's still basically right here. If you
Oh
go
my
too far
God.
back, you'll break that shit off. So you gotta don't do that shit.
wow.
Because that's what
Don't do
happened
that
with mine from the Mandalorian.
Yeah, don't do that shit. Mine didn't because I saw the videos before I got
I
it.
didn't.
was
I
like,
didn't.
fuck that.
But I fixed it. It's good. You can't even tell. But that junk when I bend it like that,
Mhm.
that joint said, "Floop." I was like, no.
Uh-huh.
Broke. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I fixed it though. You
Yeah,
can't
we
tell,
said you can't do it. We did the.
bro.
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely, bro. Whereas I was hoping Hot Toys announced Superman tonight because the first look video they put up, but they didn't announce it. It's still
not ready
time.
yet. It's not
still
ready
time,
yet.
bro. I think it's still time.
They only made one. They only made one of
It's
the
still time.
Yeah. I will
They
say
might
it
put
wasn't
that
ready
up.
yet.
They might
were
put it
gonna
up
head
later on
forward.
today.
Man, that's
Considering the
a
simple
trash.
fact that the movie comes out next week, they might do it.
Y'all can have it.
Hmm?
Y'all can have it.
You're so mean.
Y'all can have it.
That's all I got.
That shit is trash.
It'll be all right, man.
Yeah, right.
Yo, Jay's gonna be there like.
He said Jason not entertained. And you don't too. You don't even be laughing. It's like
Bro,
joy
I
leaves
ain't
the room.
like
and
it.
Superman.
Yo,
Bro.
the first joke I hear Superman tell, bro, I'm gonna fucking walk out the building. I'm gonna walk
bro,
out.
Man,
Jay gonna be in that theater like Shia LaBeouf, the Shia LaBeouf memes, bro.
Yep, that's me.
If it's good, he gonna be in there.
yeah.
Yep.
Yo, Jay going in there with the trench coat and the glass like disguise, so if he likes it, don't want it.
Don't want nobody know.
A
Yeah.
building, Jay. He was holding up a whole building, bro.
Yeah.
He's not.
You know why? Hey, Cornelius, you know why
He's not
Brandon
weak.
Davis gets it? Because he actually has ties with Sideshow. So he does a lot for him. So that's why.
Yeah. That's why he got it.
Yeah, that's why he gets it's crazy, but
They
that's
gave
why.
him that one. They gave him that one, right?
No.
Yeah.
He had to give it back. That was his no.
As a prototype.
Oh, yeah,
They just basically
No, yeah, it was
flew it in from
prototype.
China so they can
Yeah.
use that. You know, yeah.
And that
Yeah,
helps Hot Toys, yo. They know it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, they know what they're
They know
doing,
what
bro.
they're doing.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they're doing. So
But that shit is trash, though. I don't want it.
mm-hmm.
Garbage.
Yeah. He said people won't even hear the audio. All they'll hear is trash for 2 hours.
Hey, you know
Yo,
what?
he's gonna be on trash. Yo, he's gonna be
Hey,
on trash
Riz.
like Con.
That's
Come
my man.
on. Hey, Riz
That's,
likes
that's my man. That's
Hey,
my
Riz
man.
need like the Photoshop. You need to take that. Was it Superman? Which one was Superman 2 when he flew around the Earth?
Blast of trash.
Superman
Yeah.
1 when he screamed.
Oh,
You need to put trash. Put trash in the screen, bro.
Yeah.
Superman 4, Quest for
Or
Trash.
Superman 2 when he was in the at the dump and he
Yeah.
broke through the trash compactor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh come on,
Yeah,
classic, bro.
Classic.
I don't believe a movie can be
Anyway.
trash.
Anyway, man, thank you guys out there for another great show, man. We will be back here next week.
No, ghetto. Hey, ghetto. He didn't see it, man. He didn't see it.
You see it. Anyway, we'll be back here next week, man. See you same time, same channel as always, man. We love y'all, man. And yeah, we'll talk to you later. Remember, tomorrow, 3 episodes of IronHeart. Let us know what you think next week. Still be, and come on, man. See it for yourself. Be cordial as always. And we'll talk to you guys later. And for everybody out there and all the cats who tried to sabotage the show, if you watch right now, you need Jesus. You didn't succeed. Talk to you guys later. We out. Peace.